If you have a question or a query for JewelleryMaker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2. Or alternatively, you can email help@jewellerymaker.com.
JewelleryMakers, tune in this Saturday at 10 a.m. where I have a very, very exciting launch with in-house designer Sue, glass fusing, everything that you possibly need in one kit to start this brand new and exciting medium. Also, at 11 a.m. we have a gemstone launch. Opalina is a beautiful and exciting fusion of two of nature's rarest treasures. That's at 11 a.m. for your deal of the day. So tune in this Saturday from 8 o'clock.
The JewelleryMaker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. Each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to JewelleryMaker Studio, Ivy House, Henley Road, Studley, B80 7DU, and make sure you don't forget your customer number. Get making and good luck. JewelleryMaker. Create, wear, share. Love JewelleryMaker but don't have an account? You can now purchase items on the JewelleryMaker website through our guest checkout. To do so, select the products you wish to purchase and head over to the shopping basket. Simply enter your email address and select Continue as Guest below. After this, the checkout process is simple. Select your quantity and delivery option and then check out securely. Enter your billing details and either a credit card or PayPal account and proceed to payment. From here, you still have the option to create an account if you wish, making shopping online easier for you. JewelleryMaker. Create, wear, share.
If you have a question or a query for JewelleryMaker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2. Or alternatively, you can email help@jewellerymaker.com.
Good evening, welcome to JewelleryMaker. If you've just tuned in, I'm Hannah Stuart and I'll be here until 10 o'clock this evening with Fleur. Again, she's back for more. For more. It's the last leg, Fleur.
The last
Come on.
leg, that's
Come
it.
on, you can do it.
I'm doing a marathon. I'm nearly there.
I can't believe you've been here since 8 a.m. this morning.
It's 7:30 now. I've been here since.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
I put this makeup on at 6 o'clock this morning.
And still looks fresh. Still looking fresh.
I think I've got about an inch worth of foundation now because every hour I've put more on.
Good, look, getting that off tonight. You'll be up until 4 a.m.
Like a pan scourer.
Fleur will be here until 9 o'clock this evening. We're going to let her go an hour early because, you know, she's worked pretty hard today. Loads of treats coming up for you this evening. I don't even know where to start. The silks. I'm going to start with the silks. I was just thinking, where do I start? The silks. We've got a huge pack of silks coming up for you. Rumour has it you've not had these today, I don't think.
Nope.
So you've had lots of pearls, but no silks. So we've got a bundle of silk coming up for you in an hour's time. Now, our lovely producer, Becky, is going to put them on the web, available to pre-order. Oh, now. Do you know what? There's a good chance these could be sold out by the time we get to 7 o'clock, I tell you. Even with as good a quantity as we have. So if you are going out and about this evening or you're not going to be watching in an hour's time, why not? Just joking. But you can pre-order them now. We've got Fleur's DVD coming up for you at 7:30 as well. Oh, I've got two here. Oh, it's the same one. Just one for me and one to sell. I get it. This is coming up for you at 7:30 as well. Fleur's DVD. The value in these is incredible. This is not to be missed. If you fancy giving chainmail a go, then come in later on and make sure you get yourself this DVD. Today's must-have at 8 o'clock. Oh my gosh! Jadeite, I've never had a strand of chips or nuggets of jadeite before. These are incredible. Now, Fleur, you did say you had a strand earlier on today that sold out.
These are bigger and they still have the same variety of colours and greens. So you've got some real
dark ones,
really dark greens, some really vivid apple greens. Beautiful strand, that.
They're stunning. I think it's safe to say that this will sell out, won't it? It's gorgeous. And also coming up for you, South Sea pearls.
I know.
We've got the South Sea pearls back. And Flo, you made, when we launched them, you made loads and loads of jewellery, didn't you?
I did,
Which, if you'd known about, you would have brought it in.
I would have brought them in,
But I think the team have managed to find your photos on Facebook, so we will be able to show you those a little bit later on when we do the South Sea pearls as well. There's so many treats coming up for you. That's if we can make it through the show, because every time I do a late show, for some reason we have to go off air early. Touch wood. Not today, no. We're here until 10 o'clock. Right, let's start with some abalone for you. Have a look at these beautiful pairs, gorgeous gemstone. I always think this should be worn with white linen trousers. I mean, you can wear it with whatever you want to. But, you know, white linen trousers, great summary look. They're really, really pretty. Now, they are double-sided, 12 by 8 millimetres in size, and that is a 38 to 40 centimetre strand. Now, you can see there that no two will be the same. No two sides will be the same either. Beautiful and unique, every single one. It's like puddles of colour. I think abalone, really, really beautiful. 35 carats in total you've got there. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. That is the perfect shape, I think, for earrings.
Yeah, it is, but also to make flowers.
Of course,
to make beautiful petals.
That worked beautifully with those, wouldn't it?
One of those with your South Sea pearl.
Oh,
be nice, wouldn't it?
Imagine. Do I have the South Sea pearls out, actually? I haven't managed to have a look at them yet. They looked incredible on the picture, so I'm hoping that in the flesh, oh my gosh, that'll keep them better. 35 carats of your two-sided abalone pairs here, 12 by 8 millimetres in size. A shape that does lend itself beautifully to earrings, pendants, as Fleur says, you know, floral designs as well. If you're wanting to make petals with these, they will look incredible. Look at the iridescence on those. It's just fantastic. In fact, that recording is really showing that display of colour off perfectly, isn't it? That's some of the best iridescence I think I've ever seen. I think I forgot to mention that, you know, in all the excitement of what's coming up, I don't know if I mentioned that the first hour is under 10. Everything going under £10. And, you know, it doesn't just mean £9.95, obviously. £4 and 95 pence. Now, if you were to use two of those in earrings in sterling...
£20.
Easy.
Yeah.
£4 for the whole strand. You'd be quids in with this one, wouldn't you? And this could be really easy jewellery making as well, couldn't it?
Very easy jewellery making, yeah. Just pop your head pin through the abalone, either do a simple loop or a wrapped loop, whichever one you feel more comfortable doing.
Yeah.
Add your shepherd's hooks and that's it, done.
Easy peasy. If you've never shopped with us here at JewelleryMaker before, really easy to get involved. 0800 644 655. Telephone number is at the bottom of your screen throughout the show, always. It's a free telephone number as well, and you do have a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if, when you get this home, 2 weeks later you think, oh, I haven't used it and I'm probably not going to use it now, so I'll send it back. That's absolutely fine. It's a no quibble money back guarantee. No, it won't be quibbled, Adam. It won't be quibbled. No, we don't do quibbles. We don't do quibbles. I think Adam does love to quibble because every time I say there's no quibble money back guarantee, he says, is there no quibbles, no quibbles, no, is there? I think he's trying to have a quibble with me. NEPO16. Maybe that will be the reason we go off air early tonight, because Adam is quibbling and quabbling with everyone. Director's walked out. NEPO16. What is the difference between a quibble and a quabble?
What's a quabble? What's a quabble?
I don't know.
I don't really know what a quibble is, other than it's no questions asked in JewelleryMaker.
Yeah,
terms,
I don't know.
I don't know if that's the...
Is that a word we've made up ourselves, or
Maybe,
is it just like a...
So.
I think we should move on. 0800 644 655. Wow. Oh. Have a look at these. Oh,
these are gorgeous.
This is gorgeous. Do you know what? There's only 12. I'm surprised we've got that many, to be honest. These are stunning. How colourful is this strand?
I would put those red ones with that jadeite strand.
Ooh. I think you've knotted with red cords before, haven't you, as well, with jadeite. It does work really. It's a very kind of oriental look, isn't it?
Yeah.
The red and the green together. How pretty are those? Really gorgeous. Nice. 170 carats of your multicoloured agate plain puffy coins, 14mm in size. Look at the banding on those. I love that. Love it with agate. You get that banding that's so unique. You can go through the strand, pick your favourite one. Have you got a favourite one there, Fleur?
It would have to be one of the reds, I think. Yeah. I think this one here.
This
one's
nice,
a really nice red.
That's lovely.
Because you can just see some of the light coming through as well.
Just a little bit of light. That's gorgeous, actually. I love the depths of colour on that one. You've got greens, you've got reds in here. You've got some, oh, look at this one here. Very autumnal, this one. That's very, I have to say, I have to slow myself down when I say that word. Otherwise I can't say it. 36cm strand. Now 14mm, that for me is a perfect size for a ring. And because of the way that these are drilled as well, it couldn't be any easier, could it, to set your ring in there? I mean, even as a stretchy, if you want to do that as a stretchy ring, so one size fits all, perfect. 0800 644 655, £8.95. Everything this hour is going under £10. So if you're happy at £9.95, just check out as soon as you can. 0800 644 655. You can, of course, join us on the web at JewelleryMaker.com as well. But if you do put things in your baskets, just make sure that you check out, that you are completing your checkout. So many people miss out as a result of not following through and completing their checkout. So please make sure that you do. £3.95 is all you're going to be paying on your postage all day long. Now, that doesn't matter how many times you log in and check out on the web. It doesn't matter how many times you dial in on the phone lines. 1p&p of just £3.95. NKKZ 59 is your code. Loads of you coming through. I've got multi-buyers on this one as well, so a massive, massive congratulations. It's the first time I've seen this strand, and I think it's safe to say it's the last. Ooh. Right. Oh.
They're pretty.
Is this in the right hour?
Oh, of course, I forgot.
Yeah. Under £10. Chrysocolla. I don't think I've ever seen Chrysocolla go under £10.
Never. Not rounds. I don't think you've ever... Actually, no, nothing.
I don't think...
Not even chips and
no.
bits.
I don't think we've ever had anything going... They're rounds. They're 4mm rounds. Oh, Fleur. I just have a bracelet.
That's, yeah. Or an anklet.
Oh, how nice would that be? They are beautiful. Already people checking out. Well, it's under £10. And this is Chrysocolla. 24 carats in total you've got there. It's an 18cm strand. I would multi-buy. How many do we have? 78. Sounds like a great quantity, doesn't it? But if this is Chrysocolla, 4mm rounds going under £10, I think we could put a 1 and a 0 in front of that 7, and I don't think it would be enough. OINV53, if there are any of these left, I will be multi-buying for this strand. Like 4mm, you can incorporate them into so many different mediums.
Yeah, so all your chainmail looks brilliant with 4mm. I did, there was a piece on this morning's show that I stitched all the 4mm beads into the alligator back, but it's great for any sort of chainmail because it's not too big.
Yeah.
So if you want to stitch it in, it looks perfect.
Wow, we're looking great. £9.95. I can't quite believe that. Miraculously, I've managed to check one out without touching anything. Is
that your mum?
Yeah. 0800 644 655. Tina in Cheshire, Mary in Surrey's got 2. Jane, you're there. Mary and Jerry in Lincolnshire. Caroline in County Armagh. Well done, Stacey in Essex. Michelle in Buckinghamshire. Karina, Ria in County Durham. Collector in Surrey. There's tons and tons of you popping these into your baskets. Do you know what? £9.95. 24 carats of Chrysocolla for under £10. Oh my goodness me. In fact, do you know what? The last strand of Chrysocolla that I saw, I'm sure, was £49.95. Yeah. Obviously, it would have been a significantly different carat weight. But Chrysocolla doesn't go under £10, Becky. It doesn't. Get checking out. If you have these in your basket, make sure you get checking out as soon as you can. They will sell out. I would. Do you know what? I'd get 3.
Yeah. Can you imagine a full
3.
necklace
Yeah.
A full necklace with that, so that would be nearly 60 centimetres, and then I'd have a beautiful pearl in the middle, a South Sea pearl in the middle.
Now you're talking, Fleur.
That would look beautiful.
Now you're
Or if you've got
talking.
any tiger's eye, this looks beautiful
Yeah.
with tiger's eye. It looks really, really pretty with tiger's
I don't
eye.
think I've ever seen that combination of gemstones ever anywhere before.
It's really lovely because it's more like earthy tones
Yeah.
together, but then this has got the pop of the blue
Oh,
and that
they're
turquoisey blue.
a fabulous, fabulous gemstone you've got here. Do you know, I'm just thinking actually, there's a chrysocolla bracelet on Tiffany & Co.'s website. There is one bracelet, one design. That is all they have. It's £300, which actually I didn't think was too bad for Tiffany & Co. You know, it's a decent size. I'm not sure what size they are, but they are round, and I'm pretty sure it says that it's a gents bracelet as well. So if you go onto their website and just type in chrysocolla, you'll see it there. But it's around the £300 mark. I mean, this is a gemstone that Tiffany & Co. are using. It's a gemstone that lots of big jewellery designers are using in their pieces at the moment. And you're going to get perfect rounds, 4mm perfect rounds into your stash at £9.95. I'm thinking for the gents pieces as well, just maybe with some leather or...
Yeah, that'd look really nice. It's a leather wrap bracelet. Beautiful.
That would look gorgeous, wouldn't it? OINV. Missed the number there. I do apologise. Righty-ho. Pearls. I wonder how many times I will call you Pearl tonight. I nearly did it in the office once already. When I was about to ask Fleur if she'd seen the jadeite chips and nugget strand that we had, and it was on the I don't know what it is. I just
You
don't
were
know
the
what it is.
first one that called me Pearl.
Well,
And now everybody calls me Pearl.
isn't it? I don't know why it is. Pearl and Fleur sound nothing alike. You don't look like a pearl. I just, I don't know, but I do it all the time, don't I?
It's just because I love pearls.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, but no, because I'd call you jump ring.
Call me jump ring.
Yeah.
That doesn't roll off the tongue.
That would probably make more sense. Have a look at these white freshwater culture pearls. In fact, we could just do probably half an hour of outtakes where I'm saying, so Pearl, I mean, Fleur, cultured pearl rondelles you got here, 7 by 9mm in size. 35 centimetre strand you've got here. Now, they are genuine freshwater culture pearls. For those of you that are lovers of pearls, you have probably heard of Mikimoto. It was Mikimoto that put freshwater culture pearls on the map. It's him that we've got to thank for freshwater culture pearls, in fact, because he created the very first freshwater culture pearls. And in the very same way that Daniel Swarovski wanted to create a diamond for everyone, it was Mikimoto that wanted to create a pearl for everyone and succeeded. In fact, he got the patent on freshwater culture pearls. And now everybody wants to own them. Absolutely everybody. It's one of those classic gems, isn't it, that is timeless, that is classy, that is sophisticated, that oozes glamour, and you would expect to cost a pretty penny. I bet for many of you, you thought you'd never be able to get pearls into your collection. I certainly never thought I would be able to get them into my personal collection. You don't, never mind your stash. These are absolutely huge. Do you know what? The chips and nuggets in with these.
Yeah, and we've got the perfect combination because you've got the added luxury of silks that you can add in as well.
Oh.
See, I would use the black, but although the grey is, for me, the most popular colour, that when I'm restringing pearls, people want the grey. But see, for me, I think I'd go with the black with these.
Would you?
Yeah.
I mean, well, take your pick. There's loads to choose from there, isn't there? That any one of them would look fabulous. You could go with traditional, you could go with subtle if you wanted to, you could go with monochrome. This is the colour that I'm using actually for, you know those pearls that I mentioned 4 million times that I still haven't knotted. That's the colour that I have with them to knot them. QDPO65.
Just getting to like each other in the bag.
Yeah, they're really cosy.
Yeah,
really cosy. £6.95. Still haven't found
rush these things,
that
though.
safe place. You know, you gave me the wire guardians.
Yeah.
Put them in a safe place. I can't lose those wire guardians. I've got 2 in my entire stash. I don't know where that safe place is anymore.
I have to get some more.
Oh, thanks for that. £6.95 for you this afternoon. They are huge as well. They are really £6.95. Where is the sense in that, Pearl?
I know.
£6.95. You've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 27 is about halfway. So you're looking at approximately 54 gemstones, there or thereabouts. One of these pearls in plate on a chain, you wouldn't sell it for less than a tenner, would you?
No, you wouldn't, no. No, not even in plated metal, no. On sterling silver, you'd be looking at maybe just one pearl on a sterling silver necklace, maybe £30, £35.
Wow. £6.95 for the entire strand. If you haven't opened up your order yet today, do it now with these pearls. To have genuine pearls in your stash at such an affordable price tag. In fact, if you go and have a look at synthetics, would you get a synthetic strand for that price? I doubt it. Collect It in Norfolk's just bought 7 of these, 7 strands. Imagine the laid up look you could achieve with that. My goodness me. Judith in Dorset's there, Georgina in Norfolk, Maria in Surrey, Collect It in Hampshire, Collect It in Oxfordshire, Joan in County Durham, Barbara in California, Lorraine in Oxfordshire, Alice in Northumberland, you're there as well. QDPO65 is your code for that one. That is an amazing, amazing price tag. And you know, with rondelles, I'm just looking down at these, you've got so many that have that flat side to the gemstone, that flat back, if you like. So they work beautifully as rings, don't they? Yeah, rings, hair slides. Yeah. You know, tiara bands. There's so much you can do with them, so much. I cannot believe that price. That's unbelievable. A massive, massive well done. Righty-ho. A 5-strand box clasp. There it is. These are really pretty, aren't they? See, I don't think you can get any more classic than a multi-stranded pearl bracelet. Yeah. I just think it's the look. Yeah, it looks so expensive, doesn't it? This would be the perfect clasp to achieve that look with. This is really pretty. It's that cubic zirconia in there as well. Look at all of that. Wow. That's probably the most cubic zirconia I think I've ever seen set into a single component. They're really sizable as well. I reckon that they would be perhaps 20 points each, carat weight equivalent. They're really, really sizable cubic zirconias. Now, if they were diamonds with this clarity, colourless, this much fire, this much lustre, you know, at 20 points average each, you're looking at 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 1.8 carats each side. So that would be 3.6. This is carat weight equivalent, and that's just a guess, by the way. This is just from working in the industry for so long. I'm just kind of guessing from the size there. So you'd be looking, you know, let's say 3 carat weight equivalent there. You'd pay an absolute fortune for something like that. You really would. However, cubic zirconia is a really, really great way of getting that diamond look for, well, I say a fraction of the cost. This is going to be like a slither of the cost. It really is. You've got that diamond-like look there, and to be perfectly honest, we've asked our in-house gemologist before if she could tell. If we went up to her and just said, right, do you like this diamond ring? And it was CZ, could she just tell by looking at it, just glancing at it? She said, no, I wouldn't know the difference. And I don't think there's many people that would at all. No. You know, there really isn't. It's so much like your diamonds. It's unbelievable. You've got a lovely, lovely box clasp here. It's your silver-plated base metal. 5 strands. It doesn't have to be pearls. I mean, I said pearls. It doesn't have to be at all. That can be any gemstone that you like. It is entirely up to you. You could have maybe different strands, you know, go for a rainbow of colour. Oh, my God. I've got a 3-strand one with my chainmail. But you know, you could equally go a little bit wider and use, so that's just a 3-strand, just one of our standard barrel clasps. Is that sterling? This one's not, this one's plated, but I do wear a sterling one nearly every day when I'm not here. Wow. What's that, the gram weight of that must be ridiculous, isn't it? When I had my first one, hallmarked, the assay office put a little note in there saying that they'd never hallmarked a bracelet that was articulated like this, that weight, and it was, I think it was 90 grams of silver in there. Oh my gosh, 90 grams. Have you any idea where you would price something like that? Or
They're £150.
Fleur, that's an absolute bargain for 90 grams of sterling silver. My goodness me, that's an absolute 90 grams of silver. Wow, I'll have one of those, please. UNGP65, so you could do a multi-stranded chainmail piece just like that, because you've got a very similar clasp on there, haven't you?
Yeah, well, this is just 3 strands, but what you could do is make it, or I could do with going with 5 strands actually, because you can see I've got a jump ring at the ends here that I could actually attach if I had a 5 strand. So I've got one either side, you can see them loose there. But I could, if I wanted to, attach 5 strands to it.
And you can, you can use them for cords, you can use them for chainmail, you can use them. Yeah, seed beads, perfect as well. Or just, generally gemstone stranding. So they're really, really great to have in your stash. And always have as well, if you're selling, clasps like this on your craft stall, so that you can offer them as an extra, if you like, Perhaps a customer comes up to you and wants a specific design. They've asked for a multi-stranded piece. If you've got a selection of clasps there on offer, it's always worth doing. UNGP65 is your code for those. Gold-plated jump rings. I've got the new ones, but not the normal ones. I've got the split ones here. All right, Kerry, all right.
Is it any of them?
Did you say gold? Is it any of them? Is it any of those? Right under your nose? Yeah, all right. Have a look at these. Gold plated. 925 sterling silver jump rings. Do we have a size on these? Oh, are there a few different sizes? Oh, hang on, it is all of them. Right, I'm on this, Kerry. I'm on this. Yeah. Have a look. 3 different shapes and 3 different sizes. I don't think I've ever had a pack like this before.
No, I've never seen them all together like this.
That's brilliant, isn't it? So you've got your rounds, you've got your ovals, and you've got your triangular shaped jump rings. Can you use like the triangular shape within chainmail? Because I'm not sure if I've ever seen the triangular shape in chainmail before.
You can use them, but for me these are your pinch bails.
Yes.
So these work perfectly for your top drill drops, your briolettes that you want to hang a bail from.
Yeah.
The oval ones are perfect for ending necklaces and bracelets because they're more secure than a round jump ring because they're cut on the side.
Yeah, absolutely. This is fantastic, and they're all gold plated, 925 sterling silver. So you've got your round jump rings that are 8mm in size. Your ovals are 7 by 5mm in size, and then you've got your triangular jump rings that are 8mm in size as well. I guess it makes perfect sense, actually. I can't pick them up. It makes perfect sense that the ovals are more secure because you've got that elongation there.
Yeah, so your beading thread in your clasp will sit on the short end, which is nowhere near the actual cut of the jump ring. So rather than like a round which will constantly spin, these are more secure, and they're great for using on your end caps for your kumihimo because you can't get a round jump ring through that static.
Yeah, of course. Genius. This is brilliant. So you've got all 3 shapes in this particular pack, and you will get 10 pieces of each, so that's 30 jump rings in total. Please remember that wherever you're using 925 sterling silver, especially gold-plated 925 sterling silver, that it is adding value to your pieces. Fleur's got that bracelet design on. Obviously, that one's plated. That would be far more affordable than the 925 version. For obvious reasons, it's a precious metal. So, you've always got to take that into consideration wherever you're using your precious metals. 0800 644 655 LCXC12. Everything is going under £10 for you this hour. So it's a great hour to be coming in and stocking up your stash. If you haven't opened up your order already, you need to do it now. Are these brand new, Becky? Because I've not seen these before. Brand new. These are your split rings. Have a look at these ones. Oh, hello. Just pierced my nails. A good look, that. I'm surprised you've not done that.
I can remember in the early 90s that we used to have that on our acrylic nails.
Yeah.
Put a little jump ring through the end and a little charm.
Good look, wasn't it? Are we doing them now? time for a star buy. You get gold, you also get rose gold as well. Look at these. These are fab. I'm just, straight away, the first word that has jumped into my head looking at these, Fleur, is security.
Yeah.
Like, how strong must these be?
Really strong, and your beading thread will not work. Well, it could work its way out of there, but it's a lot more difficult. It's a bit like losing a key off of a key ring. It's very difficult because of the mechanism, because these are just like big key ring.
Yeah, it's a coil, essentially, isn't it? As opposed to, you know, just a jump ring that is one piece of wire, if you like, that is joined in the middle. This is essentially a coil that goes round two times. Yeah, of course you can. So 2 times and then meets in the middle there. So as Fleur said, if that's a thread, they never getting out of there, I tell you. No way. Secure. Really, really secure. Thanks, Fleur. So you can just see there how they're made. There are less than, these going under £10, there's less than 30. I would get involved now. I'm always saying, you know, particularly with clasps as well, when it comes to, you know, the type of fastening that you're going to use. If you're using genuine gemstones, if you're using precious gemstones, they are valuable. The last thing you want to do is lose that design. You know, you don't want it to break. The jump ring is something that is so vital and so important in your design. That is essentially, along with the clasp, the piece that will take the brunt of the wear and tear on that design. It's a piece that you need to withstand the test of time. So, you know, we'll always say 925, you know, go for 925 you can, because it's so, so strong. However, these are stepping it up, not just a level, but lots of levels, because they are so strong. Because you've got that coil, essentially, as opposed to just a jump ring, there isn't anything that's going to get out of there, I don't think.
They're not. And they're great for putting your charms on as well.
Of course,
So you add your charm onto
Yeah.
there and then add that into whatever piece you're going to use it with. You can chainmail with these as well. So if you did want to add a charm and then add it into a chainmail bracelet, you can do. It's just a little bit thicker.
Yeah, they are fantastic, aren't they? You've got 20 pieces in total. I've got multi-buyers already. Just to let you know, we've got people buying 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s and 6s. So you will have to be really, really quick to check these out. Lynn in Wiltshire, Bev in South Yorkshire, Mary in Warwickshire, Mary in Jerry, Jane, Andrew in South Yorkshire, Tracy, Diana, Collector in Kent. You're there. 95 sterling silver, rose gold plated, yellow gold plated. All of them £8.95 for you this evening. I'm just thinking, Fleur, imagine if someone's come over to your craft stall and they've bought like your radiant pearls, or they've bought a necklace that's, you know, with one of the South Sea pearls on. You could just show them, you know, not only is this handmade, but look, you know, I've added this jump ring in, as opposed to a regular jump ring. These are extra secure, you know, so they're going to have that element of trust, aren't they, with you?
And that attention to detail.
Yeah.
That you've recognised the value of that item of jewellery, and you've put this extra secure jump ring onto there for
I think they are fantastic. First time I've ever seen them, and I think it's going to be the last time you see these this evening. RV XC61 is your code, 0800 644 655. Now, do remember that even when we're really low in quantity, like this auction, you can still multi-buy. We'll still let you multi-buy. We don't put any limits on anywhere. You know, if this is something that you know that you're going to be using loads of because you love the idea of that security, come in and get yourself a couple of packs. If your budget will allow you to, get as many as you possibly can. RVXC61 is your code for those. Another star buy coming up for you in about 15 minutes' time. Under £10. Under £10, mega wire essential bundle.
Just rolls off your tongue.
Not mine, it doesn't. Really have to think about it. Sometimes these graphics, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm never going to be able to do this. So wire bundle coming up for you very, very soon. Don't forget that later on, brand new jadeite nuggets. Hour and a half away. Similar strand on this morning, sold out. These are bigger, I'm told.
They are.
Oh, love them. And for all of you that have got baths full of pearls, like our pearl, and jump rings, jump ring and pearl soup, we've got this silk bundle coming up for you a little bit later on, which I know you all desperately need. In fact, the last time we had this pack on, I did manage to get it.
Really?
That was ages ago.
We very, very rarely see them in bundles like this, because especially on, you know, when you can get different gauges, different colours.
Yeah.
Sometimes you might get one or you might get two, which are the same and the same gauge. So lovely to have different gauges, different colours, so you can work with all your different pearls.
Exactly. They're coming up for you a little bit later on. Amethyst nuggets for you. Have a look at these. These are beautiful, nice. Really, really deep in their hue as well. Going under £10, everything this hour going under £10. It's the perfect hour to be opening up your baskets if you haven't already done so. Amethyst is perfect for having on your craft stall, like so perfect. It's one of those gemstones that everybody is familiar with. You know, you see that distinctive purple hue, you know what you're getting straight away. It is great to have the rare and the beautiful gemstones on your craft stalls that people will ask you about, that are talking points. But if you've got your amethyst, it's the gemstone that's going to get people over, isn't it? Because they're so familiar with it.
And they're comfortable buying it as well, because they know it as a gemstone.
Exactly, exactly. You've got 220 carats. This strand never been seen on its own before. We've had it in kits before, but you've never seen it on its own. So it's a great opportunity to be getting your nugget strand into your stash. And perhaps you've never tried amethyst before. Perhaps you are brand new and you've never bought a strand of gemstones. Perhaps you've been here for a while, but actually have never bought amethyst before. If you want to get it home, see how it's going to work with other coloured gemstones, see how it's going to work with other coloured threads, and just see. £2.95.
I would use this with my resin as well.
Oh, that would be amazing, wouldn't it?
I made a tanzanite geode-ring, which I keep showing, but you can get the same effect if you've got a big pendant. So if you can see there, you can actually make a geode with these kinds of gemstones, or you could encapsulate them completely in resin so that you can put them into like a cabochon or into a...
See, that looks like mosaic opal, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That's incredible.
So these chips and nugget strands, they're absolutely so versatile for whatever medium you're working with.
Yeah.
You know, you think Mark Smith does those lovely memory wire bracelets with the shell pearls, which are one of his best sellers. Yeah. Then you can make trees of life, put them in resin, put them in your kumihimo.
I love that. That's amazing. I love the fact that producer Becky said, "You're good, aren't you?" That's brilliant. And that's absolutely... So I've never thought of doing anything like that before. That's amazing. It looks incredible as well, doesn't it? So you could be recreating that look for just £2.95 this evening. PZPO12 is your code for this one, 0800 644 655, or on tinterweb at JewelleryMaker.com. If you do want to get interactive, by the way, this evening, we'd love to have a chat. 60777, starting message with the word JM Studio. Last time I said that, we ended up talking for 2.5 hours because everything broke.
Oh, no.
It was lovely though. We had such a great time. Text us in, let us know what you're up to this evening. Maybe you're making while you're watching. Let us know what you're making. Food even. It doesn't have to be jewellery related. We love to talk about food. PZPO12. There's like 4 million scones in the kitchen.
There is. That
I walked into. I was like, oh no.
But both pots of jam have gone. So somebody's been very greedy with the jam.
Yeah, and there's clotted cream left.
And it's not in the fridge.
No, that's the first thing I thought. Oh, scones. Warm clotted cream. 4 million dry scones, no jam and warm clotted cream. Brilliant. Oh, dear. Right, carved flowers. Look at these.
I was looking at these and trying to work out what they are. Are they wooden?
They're wood.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I love these. They're so natural looking, aren't they? They're really, really beautiful. The carvings are incredible.
Do you know what these flowers remind me of? Do you know the surfing company animal? they have a flower as their emblem. They always remind me of those.
Oh, animal. Animal. I was trying to think of an animal. Like, I thought I thought we were skirting around the name. I was thinking cow, moose.
No, I was just
animal. Yeah.
Other surfing companies are.
See, and also actually, if you were to use your natural hemp cords or just your natural coloured S-lon through there, you can see that in that shot.
Yeah.
You know, it would look perfect, wouldn't it? Really, really pretty. Perhaps the rounder beads for the gents and the flatter ones for the ladies' pieces, maybe. Entirely up to you. They are gorgeous. So I'll just show you the drill hole on the flatter flower there. Just there we go. Have a look. You can see that, and that is quite sizable as well, you know. So you're going to be able to get a thick cord through there, or maybe even the leather, you know, the leather reels that we have as well. You'll be able to get those through there.
1 mil.
Yeah,
we do
we do. They're perfect actually. You've got your black ebony wood carved flower beads that are 14mm in size. You've got 3 of those. You've got your branch sandalwood carved flower beads that are also 14mm in size, and then you've got 2 of your jujube wood carved beads that are at 12mm in size. They are. I love these because they're different.
They are.
You know,
very different.
You don't see things like this in jewellery a lot at all, do you? 0800 644 655. Just to point out, there are 3 of the rounder flowers in the picture. You will only get 2, so you'll get 3 of the flatter ones and 2 of the bead type flowers there as well. £9.95 for you this evening. 30-day money back guarantee. Perhaps you've never used them before. Perhaps you've never tried working with any of our wooden strands in your designs before. We've had some incredible strands actually in the past before. They're lovely. Well done if you've got those. Righty-ho. Let's have a look.
They feel nice as well, though, don't they?
I love them. It's real organic
really tactile.
look and feel to them. They're lovely. Look at these. You don't see this shape very often, do we? Really, in fact, I like the way that they just sit there on the strand. I'm thinking seed beaders will be loving these. Jet black honeycomb beads you've got here, 6mm in size, and you will get 30 pieces in each strand there as well. Now, I'm always saying that white gemstones, clear gemstones and black gemstones you cannot go wrong with. Like, there isn't anything that they wouldn't work with. I could pick up any seed bead off this desk. I could pick up any strand of gemstones, any coloured silk, any coloured bead, any coloured thread. Anything would work with them. Absolutely anything and everything, and this is why they are so versatile. How would you use these, Fleur, do you think?
I think these would be great in your seed bead designs, wouldn't they? Because you could sort of like seed bead around them. I can see those really come into their own with some of the beautiful weaves that the seed bead guest designers make. But I think they'd be lovely in shibori for myself, because I don't do seed beading, but I do little bits of shibori, so I'd like to stitch those into the shibori.
They would look lovely, wouldn't they? OJ, BD 38. You've got fantastic. Do you know, they look like spinel. They do look like spinel, don't they? 0800 644 655, just £2.95 for you this afternoon. Evening. 0800 644 655. I'm used to the afternoons. I'm normally in bed by now. 0800 644 655. OJ, well, maybe it's a bit early. Maybe another hour on a really bad day. £2.95. That is an added to your order price tag. In fact, that's a just because price tag, isn't it? You know, wire workers, you could decorate some of our filigree work with these as well. You know, if you've got your finer gauges of wire, you can do that. You have, in fact, I'll show you, I've only just noticed, there is another drill hole there as well.
Got 2 drill holes.
So you've got them at kind of, 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 7 o'clock and 10 o'clock. No, 8 o'clock. 2, 4, 8 and 10. I just actually had to have a look at the clock then to work out. Yeah, so there are actually 4 drill holes, or 2 if you like there. Love those, well done. Okay, coming up for you very, very soon, we've got that silk mega bundle coming up for you. There will be so many of you that have tuned in every day waiting for these to come on air, and we've not had them. I can't remember the last time we had a pack like this. I'm very lucky to have been able to get one last time we had them. They will sell out. I've only got 100. And I think there'll be that many people multi-buying, that quantity is going to fall very, very low. It's a mega day, isn't it? Mega silks, mega wire, mega Fleur today as well. Right, let's have a look at the wooden beads. Now I've got a selection here. Is it all of them?
These are
What
fantastic.
a treat. What a treat. Do you know, it's under £10 this hour. There's a lot of beads here for under £10, yeah. 10 and 13 millimetres in size. Now, do we have a number or do I have to count them? Brilliant. 50 of your 10 millimetre beads and 50 of your 13 millimetre beads. Do you know, this has just taken me right back to, in fact, it's quite funny because I was talking about it the other day. There is a lot of macrame style interior design at the moment. So cushions and plant pot holders. So I was watching this morning, many months ago now, and there was a macrame style plant hanger. So you know, like the ones you put on a hook in the corner and on the ceiling.
With the spider plant.
Yeah, and then it came down. It was lovely, but then it had loads of wooden beads. So it's like macrame in a lovely crinkle, and then loads of wooden beads hanging off it. It really reminds me of that. These are perfect for anything like that. Not just jewellery making, but interior design as well. You know, wherever you want that organic look, these will be fantastic. I love them. Size of the drill hole's huge as well.
Very good. I mean, I teach how to make mala necklaces, the Buddhist and yoga necklaces, and you use a wooden marker bead for every so many gemstones that you knot in place. These would be perfect. So anybody that makes those mala style necklaces, these are perfect because the larger ones are great for your guru bead.
Yeah, and do you know, things like that are so popular.
They are very,
aren't
very
they,
popular
at the moment? They're so on trend. You see lots of celebrities wearing bracelets like that as well. These would be perfect. And do you know what? To be able to get 100 of them, they're going under £10. That's
I need these.
How much is that per bead? There's 100. So that's 5 pence a bead.
5p a bead.
Oh my gosh, I'm going to get some of these. How many do we have? Oh. Oh, there's the bad news. Only got 43. I'm not going to get any of these. They are so different. I love them. QXXC01 is your code. In fact, loads of you were asking a couple of months ago for the wooden strands back that we've had previously and the woods. We've had some great pieces for you tonight, haven't we? 0800 644 655 at just £4.95 for you this afternoon. Doesn't just have to be jewellery making here. You can use these in so many other ways if you want to. In fact, you could do, we talk about light pulls all the time, don't we? You know, if we have a big gemstone, like, oh, end of a light pull, you can have these all the way down your light pull if you wanted to, couldn't you? £4.95 for you. Loads of you coming through, so massive well done. See, just one looks lovely as well.
Let's put one next to the flame.
Yeah.
I forgot to put one on the other side, but you get the general gist.
We'll let you off, Fleur. You've been here for 3,000 hours. Collecting Tyler Weir, Alison in Bristol, Jane in Cheshire, Abby's got hers, Karen in Hampshire, John and Susan in Essex, Hannah in Warwickshire's got 2, Tina in Cheshire, Letitia, Helen in Nottinghamshire's got 2, Margaret, Barbara, Phil, Lorraine in Oxford, well done to you, Arlene in Greater London, you've managed to get yours as well, a massive congratulations. My mum's in, which means she's going to make me a macrame style plant pot holder with the beads on the bottoms going to the corner of my lounge. Perfect.
Brilliant.
QXXC01, well done. Fabulous. I love those. Make sure you check them out.
I wonder if they work like your lava rock and you can actually put essential oils on them. Because it's a porous...
I don't see
perfume.
I don't see why not. Because when you think of all like your potpourri and stuff like that, a lot of it is just wooden shavings and things as well, isn't it? I would, at that price, I'd be happy to try it. Yeah.
Try one for 5p.
Amazing. Right, it's time for a star buy. I get grumpy when I'm cold. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't do the cold very well. And I thought, I put up with it sometimes because I just think that I'll make everyone else really hot. You know, normally the guest designers are like, yes, I could do this much better if my hands weren't so hot. Or, you know, I get subtle hints like that sometimes. But I just said quickly, is anyone else cold? Because I'm freezing. Fleur said, yeah, I'm freezing. Kerry said, yeah, I'm freezing. I said, brilliant. Switch it off.
You do have it quite tropical though.
Yeah,
after a few
I like
hours.
the heat. You know, bring back the heat wave. That's what I say. You know.
No, I think 20 to 25 degrees, perfect for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, to be fair, I'm happy with it how it was today outside. In here, it's like Siberia. Have a look at this wire bundle going under £10. Mega wire essentials for you. Now, no matter what medium you work in, you are bound to need wire at some point, whether it is to make a jump ring, whether it is to make a clasp or an earring wire or just a connector of some kind. You will need wire at some point, so it is always, always, always worth having it in your stash. Now here, I've got a great selection of wires for you. You've got your silver plated copper wire, 25 metres of 0.2mm gauge. Now this is like gold dust. We have 0.25, which I thought was the finest gauge. I stand corrected.
Yeah.
0.2, so you're looking at a slightly finer gauge of your wire there as well, which, you know, for those of you that are wire workers doing that intricate weaving and those times that you need to be doing very, very intricate detailed work, that's perfect for that, isn't it? Absolutely perfect. Then you've got 6 metres of your 0.8mm gauge, and then some of my favourite wires you've got here. You've got your square wire, your copper square wire at 0.5mm gauge. You've got your half round wire at 0.6, and you've got another, oh, hang on a second. So that's your square, that's your half round. So I've got half round at 0.6, half round at 1mm. I've got your square at 0.5 as well. And that is, oh, hang on, have I got 4 here? No, 3, that's correct then. I'll do that again. Half round in your 0.6 and your 1mm gauge, and your square wire is your 0.5mm gauge. So your square, which is this wire here, is exactly what it says on the tin. So as opposed to that tubular wire that you normally have, it has 4 sides to it. Now with this and the half round, you'll find that when you're working with it, it just sits together so beautifully. It almost gives you a machine finish. It helps you out, you know, it really helps you when you are wrapping or anything like that. I find this so easy to work with, and it gives you a professional finish, even if you are not the most advanced wire worker. So you do have 25 metres of your 0.2mm gauge, which I would definitely be coming in for because I've never actually seen the 0.2mm gauge before. You've got 6 metres of your 0.8 in there as well. Then you've got 3 metres of your half round 0.6, 3 metres of your half round 1mm gauge, and 3 metres of your 0.5 square wire. At £7.95, £1.59 each. Goodness me, that is amazing. It really is. The half round wire as well, you know, that's the kind of wire that will sit against the finger perfectly. If you imagine your half round, you've almost got that D shape. 25 metres, I know. I did say 25 metres, didn't I?
I didn't realise there was 25 metres.
Yeah, of your 0.2, yeah.
Wow.
I know, that's a lot, isn't it? Which is great because your 0.2 you will get through a lot of, so it's always great to have meterage. 0800 644 655. Lynn in Yorkshire, Judith in the West Midlands, Catherine in Rhondda, Carol in Shropshire, Helena in Oxfordshire, Bev in South Yorkshire, Collector in Kent, you've got 2. Sharon in Greater London's there, Sharon in Lincolnshire's got 2. Tina in Cheshire, sorry, Tina in Cheshire. Susan in Greater Manchester, Lynn in Wiltshire, Cheryl in South Yorkshire, Carol in Kent, I'm back in, Patricia in Greater Manchester is there, Sarah in Kent, Alexandra in Argyllshire, you're there as well, congratulations. That is a mega deal, isn't it, from Mega Bundle as well, just £7.95 for you this afternoon. If you haven't dialed yet, do it now. It's a free telephone number. You've got a 30-day money-back guarantee. You have absolutely nothing to lose, let me tell you. BBXC14 is your code, 0800 644 655. Be great to mix all these wires together as well, I think, the different, you know, shapes and stuff.
And the half round sits perfectly on top of the square wire and gets you that really nice, neat look. But the 0.2, I'd love to try and make some French wire with that, because that's about the same gauge as a French wire.
Yeah. And you've got 25 metres there, so, you know, that'd be perfect, wouldn't it? Brilliant. Well done if you've managed to get that. Fantastic. Right, let's have a look. Oh, I love these, Fleur. Love them. Look at that for an industrial look. These are absolutely fantastic. Have you got some wire there, Fleur? Oh, thread, that's fine. That's fine. Thank you. Yeah, I had these probably about a week ago. I just think, and again, I shouldn't think gents, ladies, but I just think for the gents, these are fantastic. I think you've got a real industrial look to these. And I think with the gunmetal wire, oh my gosh, they look amazing. Look at that.
Do you know what these remind me of? The Morse code jewellery. So you've got your dots and your dashes. These could be your dashes to go with your dots.
Perfect. Love those. 4x1mm inside. 300 pieces you're going to get with these as well. And those would go onto the leather, no problem, as well. 300.
The wooden beads.
Oh,
they go really nice with the wooden beads, with the 10mm ones.
Definitely. Have a look. I'll just pop one on so you can see them next to each other. 300. That's such a huge amount, isn't it? Just spaced in between each of them. £6.95 for you this afternoon. If you're somebody that just likes a little bit of movement in your jewellery perhaps as well, and you just want, you know, 3, 5 of those on some chain or on some wire in a cuff design perhaps, you know, anything like that. You can use them for spacing as well to make your gemstones go further in with your wooden beads. They're so, so versatile. Rose gold plated brass tube spacers you've got here. 4x1mm in size. £6.95 for 300. I definitely can't do that maths, but that is ridiculously, ridiculously low. In fact, I can. I think that's 2 pence.
I can do. Yeah, that's
quite easy.
If it was 100, and then you divide that by 3, so 2.3.
I didn't do it that way in my head. Oh gosh, I was just like 6, 300, 2. But it's 7. Is it 7?
3p each.
3p each. Brilliant. 0800 644 655. I don't know why I bother half the time, to be honest. Well done. Right. Have a look at these seed beads. These are gorgeous. Really look vintage bride.
They're nice. They're like an oyster colour, aren't they?
They are stunning. Really pretty. These are your size 11s in your pale rose you've got here, your Miyuki Silverline pale rose seed beads. Size 11s are the most popular size that seed beaders will use, and they work so well with other gemstone strands that we have. So, you know, like the microfaceted strands that we have, you know, your 2mm, your 3mm gemstone strands that we have, they'll work perfectly with those as well. Now, these have only ever been seen in kits. We've not had them outside of a kit before. It's going to happen one day, isn't it? Like a firework or a party streamer. Have a look at that colour. That is, for me, that is the epitome of vintage bride right there. You know, it's that goldy silvery hue. It does say pale rose, so it's that pinker silver that you've got there. Isn't it gorgeous? Imagine these just stitched into a veil or something like that.
Really nice, really pretty.
So pretty. £3.95 for you this afternoon. Now, there are literally thousands of beads in that tube. Very rarely have we seen any of our guest designers get through their seed beads. It just doesn't happen because there's so much there. Now, there are lots of different seed bead patterns that you can follow. And, you know, as we say with chainmail, it is just following a pattern. So it's not terribly difficult, although to look at sometimes certain weaves and patterns can look intricate and complicated, but it isn't. But if you just want to stick to restranding,
I think these would be the same size, aren't they?
You look at that and think, I can't do that. I couldn't do that. But do you know what? You could.
When it's broken down into...
Yeah, definitely. But, you know, again, if you want to keep it simple, and you just want to strand these on to some thread and just have that layered up look in a necklace. Wouldn't that look amazing? I'd love to wear those to a wedding. I'd just thread them all. Layered up look. I wonder how many meters you'd get. Gosh, can you imagine? Ceramic beads. Look at these. Oh, look at this colour. Hey. They are gorgeous. Really, really pretty. There's loads of ceramic beads here. 2 different sizes, 2 different colours as well. They're alive. You've got your green porcelain. Ceramic beads at 10mm and your mocha at 14mm in size. Now you're going to get 25 of the green and 15 of the mocha coloured beads there as well. Again, do you know what? Just one of, and I'm thinking cords, so I'm, you know, and the leathers that we do as well. Just one bead for a bracelet or a necklace. One,
or mix them with your wooden beads or with your beautiful tubes that you've got there. Really, really nice tactile jewellery.
Yeah.
Really beautiful tactile jewellery. Whenever I see these, I always think of, do you know the sort of like the big country ovens, like the Argos and Rayburns, that kind of thing? Always reminds me of those.
Yeah, it's the colour, I think, isn't it? That green's gorgeous. 0800 644 655, under £5. £4.95 for you today. That's amazing. If I just show you the drill holes on these as well, you'll get an idea of what you can be using with those as well. You definitely get the leathers through there, you know, thicker gauges of wire if you wanted to as well. And lots of other cords in that. I'm loving that green colour. Really, really pretty. 0800 644 655 AL XC29. Now coming up for you after the break, another mega bundle of the silks for you. There's 5 pieces, 5 packs I should say there. 4 different colours you've got. They are fantastic. You've not seen any all day. In fact, we've not had a bundle like that for ages. So do not go anywhere. And we'll be back with you in a couple of minutes' time with your mega bundle of silks.
Here at JewelleryMaker, we're always making improvements to give you a better shopping experience. We've recently upgraded our website to make it more user-friendly and easier to navigate around. We now have the guest checkout function, which allows customers to check out quickly without creating an account. Our homepage now informs you with what's currently live on the show, recently aired items, and today's deal of the day. We've improved our website navigation and added new categories to help customers quickly find the products they want. Our online range is growing fast with over 7,000 products available for you to purchase. And don't miss out on hundreds of brand new clearance lines with more added every week. Happy shopping with JewelleryMaker. Create, wear, share. It's easy to stay in touch with JewelleryMaker. You can like our Facebook page and join a community of over 65,000 people. You can follow us on Twitter and tweet us your messages and opinions, send photos of your designs and enter our Wall of Fame competition. Or if you need any help or advice, you can email our friendly help team. Make sure to get involved and stay up to date with JewelleryMaker.
JewelleryMakers, tune in this Saturday at 10 a.m. where I have a very, very exciting launch with in-house designer Sue, glass fusing. Everything that you possibly need in one kit to start this brand new and exciting medium. Also, at 11 a.m, we have a gemstone launch. Opalina is a beautiful and exciting fusion of two of nature's rarest treasures. That's at 11 a.m. for your deal of the day. So tune in this Saturday from 8 o'clock.
Silk bundle for you now. We did put this on the web available to pre-order an hour ago. There are some left. It really, how many did we start with? Oh, there was well over 100 to start with. 22 in baskets. So many people have multi-bought already. We did say we thought we would be sold out. We've got 40 left, and that is all. Under £10, gone in a wink. Said that, Becky, and then she said, I think it's in a blink. Yeah. So here you've got your silks, 5 different, or I should say 4 different colours you've got here. You've got 2 of this gorgeous nude colour that you've got there, natural coloured silk you've got there. So this is your number 4, and you've got 2 meters on there. Now they do come with the needles already on them as well, which is absolutely brilliant for spreading, obviously. Then you've got the grey, which is your number 6, 2 meters of that one. Then you've got 2 meters of the black there as well. And then you've got 2 meters of the natural coloured silk there as well, which is also your number 6. So you've got number 6, number 6. That one was a number 6 as well, wasn't it? And then I think I've got 2 at number, oh no, they're all number 6s, and this one is number 4. So this is your 0.7mm gauge, this is your 0.6mm gauge. So that number just kind of tells us where we're going with thickness.
Yeah, it's just the same as your wire gauge, basically. Yeah. The number on the top of the card, that denotes the smallest pearl that you technically should be able to use, but we know that pearls are all drilled differently from farm to farm. So sometimes you may have a pearl, like a South Sea pearl tends to have a smaller drill hole than one of our freshwater cultured pearls. So to have different variations in what silks you've got is really, really good.
It's fabulous, isn't it? And also the different colours, because, you know, I think I'm quite traditional. I'm a bit of a creature of habit, you know. I might go with a really nice contrasting colour. With a white or an ivory, I might go with this lovely pink colour that we've got here. But then with the Baroque pearls that I got, that are like a lavendery peacock hue, I'm using the grey with them, you know. So it's always great to have different coloured silks, because here at JewelleryMaker we have so many different colours, different shapes. It's unbelievable. So sometimes you might want to step away from tradition. And 2 meters, Fleur, that would give us like a 16-inch necklace, would it, if we're knotting?
Lots more than that.
Yeah.
So you tend to double the amount of silk for the length of necklace that you're using.
Okay.
So you could knot a metre of pearls with a 2 metre card.
Oh, okay.
So you can use a lot. You tend to be able to get a necklace and a couple of bracelets from a card.
Yeah. Brilliant. So it will go a really, really long way. And it is traditionally what has always been favoured for pearls, you know, and traditionally pearl knotting was done because pearls are so precious, so that if that thread were to give way in any way, shape or form, or that necklace were to break, you would only lose one gemstone as opposed to all of them coming off. So you're not in between. It doesn't just have to be pearls, by the way. You can knot your jadeite rounds if you want to, you know, any gemstone you like, you know, if that's for you and you want that to be a knotted necklace in the same style that you would have a pearl necklace, totally go for it if you want to. And please feel free to multi-buy. There's so many of you multi-buying, going down, not even £9.95. That's £1.79 each.
That's brilliant. It's really great because, you know, you've got enough there. If you were to buy 5, 6 strands of pearls, you've got enough to knot them. Maybe you want to use one as like a practice strand as well,
yeah.
you know, so you can see, you know, the different gauges. What I tend to do with the different gauges is the last sort of like 4 or 5 inches that are left, I keep those and I put a little like masking tape around it and put the number what it is. So if I ever want to try and see what if it will go through, rather than taking it off the card, I use that. So I've got like a little gauge, if you like.
Yeah. Yeah, brilliant. That's absolutely fantastic, isn't it? I love having all these different colours available. I haven't used mine yet, but I will. Now, we're over allocated at this moment in time. There are more in baskets than I have available quantity. In fact, at this moment in time, there's approximately 32 in baskets and only 15 chances available. So they will sell out. If you don't check out now, you are going to miss out. Do not miss out on this deal. The last time, and Fleur, you'll know, because even when you're not here, you're watching all the time. Yep. Trying to get things like this because you do so much pearl knotting. Yeah. We just don't have bundles like this very often at all. Less than 10 chances available. DFXC 84 is your code. 0800 644 655. Well done if you've managed to get those. Now, coming up for you at 1:30, Fleur's DVD. Brilliant. Amazing. Big deal. Big deal. Your Persian and your Japanese weaves DVD.
I don't think this has been in stock for a couple of years.
I was just going to say, it has been, well, I haven't seen it since I've been back. I was off for a year, didn't see it while I was off watching.
I don't know what colour hair I've got on it.
Place your bets now.
Place your
bets. Blue.
No, I think
Orange.
It was brown. I think it was really dark, like a mahogany brown.
Oh, I can't imagine you with brown hair now.
No, I think it was.
In fact, I think last time I saw you it was blue. That's coming up for you at 1:30, so not too long to wait at all. Back in stock for you today. This is going to fly out like hot scones.
Got cold ones with no jam.
Dry ones. Dry ones, no doubt. And also, did you notice the date on them?
Oh no, I didn't notice.
I know, because apparently we had cream teas a couple of weeks ago, but there was so much that Sarah decided to keep some back for another day. Just saying.
Are they out of date?
Just saying. Right. Righty-ho, where should we go now, Beck? Yes! The kit. Labradorite. Oh my gosh. Look at these.
Oh, they're amazing. I've never seen a strand like this. Not with this drill hole through the centre.
These are unbelievable. Labradorite is just incredible. Look at the labradorescence on these gemstones. Now, we have, and this, in fact, I'll tell you, our gemologist, Marie, was having a conversation about turquoise yesterday, as many of you will know, but also about different showcases for gemstones that we might want up and coming. And I just said, you know, it's been a while since I've seen a labradorite showcase. This is a gemstone that has been voted Gemstone of the Year for 7 out of 8 years.
And I think it was robbed on the other year.
Yeah, totally. And this will always be nominated. It will always be there. This is one of the most mesmerising, eye-catching gemstones you could ever be wearing, ever have on your craft stall. And it will always stop people in their tracks. Always. If you're wearing a ring, hand grabbers will be all over you. Where did you get that from? Where did you get it? I've got a labradorite ring. I bought my auntie a labradorite ring and she's always said to me, I get so many compliments whenever I'm wearing it, people asking me where I got it from and who bought it for me. They all want to know where it's from. It's one of those gemstones that you can lose yourself in. Now, I think, for me personally, you know, I'm not somebody that can meditate. I'm not somebody that can switch off at all. You know, if I try and do it for 10 seconds, like the thought of what we're having for dinner tomorrow, or what time I've got to get up, or what I should have unloaded the dishwasher or switched it on before I got into bed. You know, all these things will jump into my head. Labradorite, Moonstone is another one, and Ethiopian Opal. Genuinely are gemstones that I've had out at home in my stash and I've been looking at, and I don't know how, I can't explain it, I don't know what's happened, but my brain has shut off for minutes. Like literally, I haven't thought of anything. I've just been totally lost in the Labrador essence of this gemstone. I think it is so therapeutic, it really is, and it has the most tranquil, calming effect, because I think it just has that ability to take you on a little journey. And sometimes you don't know anything about it either, which is the best thing. You have a massive carat weight of the most incredible quality. It just keeps getting better and better, our Labradorite does. Some of the strands just completely blow me away that we've had lately, and the prices are incredible as well. Now on this particular strand, you've got 144 carats of faceted ovals, and because they are center drilled, I'm just every single one, I'm just thinking, do you know what? Yeah, the smallest one on that strand, that would make a lovely ring. But do you know what? The largest one on that strand, that would also make a lovely ring as well. You could literally just make so many rings with this strand, couldn't you? And they would all work beautifully, they would all look incredible. Now, it is all about the angle in which the light hits the gemstone to enable you to see that Labrador essence. I would just try and turn the strand round for you so you can see the other side of the gemstones, because we do sometimes get texts in saying, can we see the other side? They're all, I can't physically turn them around, they're all as magnificent as each other. They really are incredible. They're 11 by 8 to 21 by 12 millimeters in size. And that is an 18 centimetre strand that you have there. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19 individual gemstones. This one here, I'll see if I can get it for you. I just saw so much pink coming through from this one. And it is again about the angle with the light hitting it. You can just see some of those flashes come through, and I can't guarantee that with your strand. They will all differ slightly with their Labrador essence that they have. That is just incredible, that strand. I love it. 144 carats you have in total there. You then have a 21-piece findings pack. We were discussing findings yesterday and just saying they are so few and far between. We just hardly see any anymore, especially in kits, you know. You've got 2 of your toggle clasps. You've got 3 of your head pins in there. You've got 3 of your jump rings, which are 5 millimeters in size. You've got 4 of your crimp tubes. You've got 2 of your shepherd's hooks, and you've got a length of chain in there as well. Now that is approximately 50 centimeters, which is half a meter. So you've got 21 pieces in your findings pack there, and then you've got jump rings too. Loads and loads of jump rings. 400 jump rings. You've got your silver plated copper jump rings, 4 millimeters and 5 millimeters. So that would be your 6 mil and your 7 millimeters. We're now working on inner diameters for you, which is in, what's the word I'm looking for? In keeping with everyone else, basically, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Because when you look at chainmail weaves, it always gives you the inner diameter of the jump rings.
Yeah, and it's easier to work out your aspect ratio when you know.
That's what I was looking for.
You know
always forget that.
Yeah.
So they're 4 millimeters and 5 millimeters, which you may know as your 6 mil and your 7 millimeter jump rings that you've got 200 of each. Now, you know, it may be chainmail that you're doing. This is brilliant because you've got so many there, but if it's not, just imagine how long they are going to last you as connectors. You know, 2 really popular sizes you've got there. That Labradorite is just magnificent. Now, and you can do this anytime you like, okay? So you can shop on the web, day or night, anytime you like. and they're set prices. So, you know, if there's something we don't have on the show this evening that you're thinking, oh, I wish they'd had this, have a look on the web, because if it's there, you can buy it, but they're set prices. So the benefit of tuning in and watching live is that the codes are discount codes, essentially. That's what you're getting. So what we'll do with kits and bundles is we'll put all of these things together and then we'll slash the price. So £48 and 80 pence, if you came in on the web today and bought all of these components separately as they are priced on the web, that is what you would be paying. Because you're tuning in and watching live, we've taken it down to £24 and 95 pence. That's £23.85 saving. That is so nearly half price.
You would pay that for that labradorite strand?
No question, no question. And I tell you, Fleur, if I was setting one of these rings into 925, one of these gemstones in a ring, in 925 sterling silver, there's no way I'd let any one of them go for any less than the price tag on your screen.
No, because each one is so large, but the way that it's being drilled is so easy to use.
Yeah.
Because like I say, I can't briolette wrap, and I'm not very good with top drill drops or anything like that. I'm not very good at getting that wrap nice and neat. So with these, because it goes straight through the middle, you can literally put your main wire through the middle, and they've got great drill holes as well. I think I used a 0.6 wire and standard head pins through mine, so the ones that you get in the kit. And then you can do your wire weaving around the outsides, and you've got that stability of that main wire going through, so it holds it all together. So I think even I could have a go at making a ring with wire. Because
they're centre drilled, I mean, look how they're going to sit on the wrist. I mean, what a beautiful...
That is show-stopping, isn't it?
I mean, as it is, you know, with a sterling silver clasp, I would be high double figures, close to 3 figures for this kind of carat weight elsewhere. I mean, look at that quality. Look, it's show-stopping, isn't it? But you may well want to work on Fleur's project this evening. Have a look at some of Fleur's pieces. They are gorgeous. Oh, the bracelet. Oh, look at that, Fleur. Look how well they work in these designs.
And you know, I've not used very many in each design. The necklace has got 2 at the back as well. Just if you've got short hair, you've got your hair up, you know, you've got those 2. But, you know, I've used very few of them, but each one of them is the star of the show.
Definitely.
Each one of them, you know, you don't need anything else. You don't need to use a lot of them in a design because they are just so beautiful by themselves.
I always say, you know, imagine how good they're going to look outside in natural daylight. They are just beautiful. That bracelet design, I mean, if it was a bracelet you were using all of them, you were going all out. I think you get cash money offers for this kind of thing, you know, if you're wearing this out. It's absolutely stunning, this strand. 0800 644 655. There are so many in baskets right now that I have not checked out. The only way that you can get this home is by completing your checkout. Now, please remember, you've got a 30-day money-back guarantee. That's with everything here at Jewellery Maker. You know, from your gemstone strands through to your findings, your seed beads, your DVDs. You've got 30 days to think about it. You know, get the kit home for yourself and have a look at your strand of labradorite. They will all differ slightly, so some may be predominantly blue with their labradorescence, some may be predominantly green or coppery. You may get flashes of pinks and purples in some of them as well. So it's always worth having a really good study of your labradorite.
That one's got a rainbow.
I can see it.
All the way across that top.
Oh,
beautiful.
Love that. I love labradorite. Love it. There's about 20 in baskets. Check out. You are going to absolutely love this kit when you get it home. FVXC43 0800 644 655. Collect it in Buckinghamshire. Darlene in Hampshire. Danny in Essex. Sandra in Leicestershire. Collect it in Greater London. Evelyn in Lanarkshire. Brian in Greater London. Collect it in London. Hilma, another collector. You've got to check out. Just check out, then you know you've absolutely categorically done it. You've got yours. You can sit back and relax and watch the rest of the show then, and add to your order, of course. £3.95, midnight to midnight. Amazing deal. So what are you going to show us then, Fleur?
I'm going to show you how to make the spiral necklace.
Excellent.
So with this kind of necklace, it spirals because you twist it.
Okay.
So if you untwist it, the spiral will undo. When you do a double spiral, it does stay twisted. But can I take that off of the bust and just show you? Is that okay? Just so you can see. So it's very similar to like a chain, you know, that you buy. So you can see when you twist it. If I just twist it the right way, you can see how it goes almost like a strand of DNA, aren't they?
Yeah.
But when you let go of it, and it stays twisted until when it's clasped up as well. So it's only when you untwist it the wrong way, but it still looks like a beautiful weave when it's untwisted. So they're the two looks that you can get from it being twisted or untwisted. So it depends on what you're looking for.
That's brilliant.
But it's a really versatile weave. Can you twist it back up for me, please? Thank you. So we're going to use the 5mm inner diameter jump rings, but you can use the 4mm inner diameter jump rings as well. It's a really simple weave. It's very, very simple to construct. The first few jump rings that you put into that weave, you can get a little bit confused to see where you're going. So I always suggest either having a piece of wire or something like your beading awl, something like that you can actually see the eye. Because what we're looking for is we're always looking for the eye of like where two jump rings cross over. If I just put two jump rings down so you can see them side by side, when I take the blue one and put it over the top, can you see that this section here becomes like a marquee shape?
Yeah.
So that in chainmail is what we call the eye.
Okay.
So it's just where two jump rings cross over, it creates this marquee shape. But sometimes when there's quite a lot of jump rings in the way, it's very difficult to see that sort of like shape. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you an easier way rather than looking for that eye all the time. So what I've done is I've taken one of my jump rings and I've just kept it closed. The rest of my jump rings I need open, and I've just attached a little bit of wire on there just as a handle.
Okay.
I'm going to keep this jump ring nice and flat. I'm going to take my next colour, and all I'm going to do is connect the two together, but I'm always coming from the top to the bottom. Okay, and close. So I've now got, like I've just created with those other two jump rings, I've now got an eye shape.
Okay.
So here, my marquee shape. So they're just attached to each other, and all I've done is I've kept them horizontal. So I'm going to take my next colour jump ring and I'm going to go down through where that eye is. But if you can't see that eye or you get confused about that, can you see that you've got two halves of jump rings? So you've got your first half here, and then your second half here. Okay, so that first half hasn't got a gap this side, but it's definitely got a gap here. So you've got your gap there. So your second gap is where your jump ring needs to go. So it's always into that second gap. And as you pop it in and close that up, when you spread those back out, see now it's starting to get a little bit more difficult to see where those eyes are. So if you again look at your last two jump rings, so it's not the first gap, so you've got one sort of like end half of jump ring, so it's not that gap, it's your next gap along that you're looking for. So you're always looking for the second gap back.
Okay.
Pop your jump ring in and close, and all the time I'm coming from the same direction. And can you see, if I just turn it, you see it's starting to spiral?
Yeah.
So it's starting to do the spiral straight away. Now, it's always easier if you keep this bit spiraled in your hand. Don't worry about what you've woven in already, because that will sort itself out when you just give it a little twist. So again, gone from the first gap into the second gap, close that jump ring, and you can see now how that pattern's starting to evolve. But this bit here, it doesn't matter if I let go of that bit, because all I'm looking for are these last two jump rings. This isn't gone wrong now just because I've let go of it. It just means that when I pick it up, I'll just, you see, I'm just turning it in my hand just to keep it there. And it doesn't take a lot of jump rings to do this weave. If you are doing it in two colours, it's always the second colour that you're looking for. So you never attach the same colour to the same colour, if you like. So we're never going to attach into that gap next to the black jump ring. We're going to go into the gap next to the gold jump ring. And always from the front to the back. If you started coming from the back to the front, can you see how that would change straight away? It's going to change the pattern. So always just carry on being consistent in the way that you add those jump rings, and very quickly you can see, I mean, I'm closing these by hands, obviously you don't have any pliers, but if I just put a few more in, all the time going for that second gap back, but you can see how that's now starting to create that twist. And it is that simple. It's one of those weaves that looks really complicated, but it really isn't. So you're always looking for where those last two jump rings cross over, This is the eye here that we're looking for. So it's not the first gap, it's always the second gap. And like I say, it might not feel stable when you're doing it for the first sort of like 5 jump rings, but just carry on, because if you stop at that point, what can happen is you can lose faith in the pattern and lose faith in yourself that you can actually do this weave. If you carry on and the first bit's wrong, but it carries on and it goes correct, just take the first bit off. You know, you haven't attached a clasp to it. You can just undo those jump rings, and really quickly you've then got, and it starts to spiral quite. And
would that be, you know, more secure? Obviously, with these jump rings, because they're smaller.
Yeah. So
is it almost like a little bit more secure?
Yeah, it is. So you can use any size jump ring for this, really. The 3mm is a little bit too small, but the 2 sizes that are in the kit are absolutely perfect. And you're just going to get a different look. Now, if you wanted to double that up, so say you wanted to put 2 jump rings in and double the spiral, basically all you do is where you put 1 jump ring, you add another jump ring
so
in the same spot. Now, this does hold its spiral a lot easier. So if I just do a few as a double spiral, just so you can see the difference. Now, it will get a little bit more sort of like busy with the jump rings in there, because you've now got lots more jump rings, and I would suggest that you only use the 5mm if you're going to do the double one, just because the 4mm, there's just a little bit too tight for them all to actually get into position. But you can see there with the doubles how you've got a different look to the singles, and this double one will hold its form. It will hold its sort of like twist, if you like. But you can do either. You could do singly for sort of like 50 jump rings, and then do double for 50 jump rings, and then back to single again. So you've got a real statement look in the middle for you to add your pendant. I mean, the pendant is just 3 of those gemstones on one of the head pins, just with a simple loop at the end. So it's not a difficult you know, it's not a difficult thing. But it reminded me of the standing stones.
Oh, yeah.
And to be honest, I didn't really look through the strand to find different colours of labradorescence. That's just by fluke. And I think that's because they are all just such great. Every single stone on that strand is absolutely beautiful. I mean, even the 2 at the back. And I know sometimes people think that gemstones at the back is a bit wasteful, but for me, if you've got short hair or your hair is up, can you imagine that with the sun shining onto there? I mean, they are mermaidial.
Yeah,
there is no other word for them.
Absolutely. And do you know what? If that's a kit that you're coming in for, and it is just for you, then why not just go all out and, you know, have some at the back and just fill that piece of jewellery with loads of labradorite if you want to.
That's what you could count out little piles of 20 jump rings, do 20 jump rings that are twisted, then a labradorite, and then 20. Because it doesn't matter when you twist it. If you do open loops or wrap loops, they'll just twist with you. Yeah. It'll just, you know, it's not going to, spoil the design at all. The only thing you can do with this necklace is you can over twist it. Okay. And it starts to then concertina up on itself, a bit like an old telephone wire. So all you have to do is just take a few of the twists out, and it'll just sit nicely.
Wow, that's a gorgeous, gorgeous design. What kind of price tag would you pop on this, Fleur, just out of interest?
That one would probably be about £65.
Winner, winner. It's a no-brainer, isn't it? £24.95 for that kit. And actually, do you know what? That for me is a chainmail weave that I will remember that weave. Yeah. And I know that I'll be able to go home, and tomorrow I'll be able to get out some jump rings and have a go at that, because a lot of the time it's remembering the weaves.
So that one is on the chainmail for beginners. It was on the morning show as well. Right. So it is on the weave, and it's also, if I remember right, it was in the book that we did this morning as well.
Wow.
As a gent's piece of jewellery, that one was on a gentleman that was modelled on. So, you know, it's a great weave. It's really, really beautiful.
It looks gorgeous as well. I really, really love that. And I think it's the kind of weave where, you know, if you are adding to it, it's not too much of a weave to add to, if that makes sense, is it?
No, it's not. No, it's not a fussy weave. Sometimes chainmail can be too fussy to add more gemstones in. Sometimes you just have to have one sort of like centre gemstone, because it's just a bit too ornate or too heavy looking, whereas this one you can use it in anything.
I think that's absolutely perfect. £24.95. There are about 25 in baskets at this moment in time. You've got an incredible deal. Let me just show you again exactly what you are getting in this kit, because that labradorite, as Fleur said, the labradorite strand by itself at £24.95. You know, and I'm sure that lots of you at home are thinking, do you know what, if one of those gemstones were in a piece of jewellery, you'd be more than happy to hand over £25. More than happy, but you're getting so much more in this kit as well. You've got a massive carat weight of your labradorite there, 144 carats. And the fact that they're centre drilled makes this so easy, I think, as jewellery makers. Then you've got your 21-piece findings pack. Again, these findings packs are like gold dust. And we were just saying yesterday, where are the findings in the kits? Like, where are the findings in the kits? We need the old style kits back. We need those findings back. So hopefully we will have more of them coming your way. And then all of those jump rings means that you can recreate Fleur's design. And I just know that even if you've never done a piece of chainmail in your life before, you will be able to do that. Absolute doddle. £24.95. FVXC43. Get checking out your baskets for that one. It's fantastic. It is, it's gone 7:30 now. It's time for your start buy. We have not seen this DVD for some time. Fleur, you think it's a couple of years, don't you?
I think it is a couple of years, yeah.
And I know it's a long... I definitely haven't seen it in 2018.
No.
And then last year I was off on maternity leave. I watched a lot more than I'm able to now. But I literally cannot remember seeing this. I haven't seen it for such a long time. And it is such a great DVD as well. Any of the DVDs here at JewelleryMaker, you know, I always say they are priceless. They're so good. My collection consists of 32 DVDs. And they're great because, and the reason I have so many DVDs is because I am the person in a workshop that will not put my hand up and ask to see something again. So I am terrible. My concentration span isn't huge at all. So if I'm trying to learn something, if I'm reading something, I have to read it a couple of times to take it in. Yeah. You know, I've been in the workshops before, and we've been shown something, and it literally hasn't even gone in. But I will not ask if there's other people there, and I think I'm going to be holding them up by asking. Yeah. I won't ask, and I'm terrible for that, and I should really, but I won't. So this is the reason I have so many DVDs, is because I can do it at my own pace. It doesn't matter if I don't get something, I'll just go back. I'll just rewind it and go back and watch that bit over again, and I will watch it and watch it and watch it and watch it until I get it absolutely right, until it's sunk in and I know exactly what I'm doing. I can watch it as many times as I like, and that's why I love the DVD so much. But it might be that for you, perhaps you live too far away to get into the workshops here down in the Midlands. The workshops are fantastic. You're here for a whole day. These DVDs, you're going to have that personalised tutorial in the comfort of your own home. An hour, your own Fleur for an hour. Just you and her in your lounge, chainmailing for a whole hour. Absolutely fabulous. Now on this particular DVD you've got your Persian and your Japanese weaves. Now I know that you've said to me, Fleur, you know, there's been numerous times where you've not been here and I've had different size different size jump rings coming up on the show, and I've messaged you, I sent you a text message saying, Fleur, can you just help me? What can I use this size for? What can I use this size for? What can I use this size for? And 9 times out of 10, with all of them, you said your Japanese weaves. That's one that really stands out for me. You said you can use so many of them for your Japanese and Persian weaves.
So technically, with this DVD, if you're looking at the 4 stock sizes that we do, you're going to always use your 5 and your 3 for your Japanese weaves, and your 5s for your Persian weaves.
Okay.
So nearly all Persian weaves start at a 5 and then go upwards. So you can size them up.
Sorry, can I just talk to, is this inner diameter we're going with now?
Yeah,
so that would be
style,
what I know as a 7.
That's it. So old style 7 and 5 for your Japanese, and then 7s for your Persian weaves. So it's just to do with the amount of jump rings that go through the same direction, if you like, or the intensity of that weave. I don't know if it's possible. The next kit has got a full Persian bracelet in there, just so you can see.
Yeah,
I think it's
out
that on the side. Sorry, Adam.
Excellent.
But you've got two different, very, very different styles. So chainmail does tend to sit in families. So it sits in a European family, Persian, Japanese, and then a modern family. There is a few other families as well, but really, technically we tend to keep them in those families, and they all have certain family traits. It's the one on with that one there. That's it. So this one here is a full Persian weave. So if I just bring this over, so you can see just how dense, you can see how it moves. So it's a really dense piece of. So if we were to try and do that in a smaller size, it would just lock up, and it wouldn't have any flexibility to it at all.
So what's this weave called?
So this is called the full Persian.
Right, full Persian. Which is on the DVD.
On the DVD, it's the first one that we do on the DVD. It's also known as foxtail, which is a recognised chain. Yeah. If you know your chains from jewellers, that kind of thing. So it's a beautiful weave, but again, like I say, it can only be done with those 7mm outer diameter, 5mm inner diameter. Okay. And then there was some Japanese earrings on the mid-show as well. But again, you've got that really nice lacy look with the Japanese weaves, and then the really intense density of a weave with the Persian weave. So you've got like the best of both worlds with this DVD.
Brilliant, isn't it? Absolutely brilliant. So you've got the full Persian, which is that bracelet. That's the first part of the DVD. You've got your half Persian 3-in-1, your half Persian 4-in-1. Japanese flower, your Japanese lace, and your Japanese lattice on there as well. Now this is a full hour that you're going to get on the DVD. We were talking about this again the other day, and I talk about it all the time because I was going to say I'm lucky, but I don't film a lot of the DVDs because I do the mid-show normally, and a lot of the DVDs, because we only have one studio, we have to film them either before we come live at 8 AM in the morning or when we go off air at 10 PM in the evening. So that means guest designers, crew, presenters coming in approximately 4 AM, coming in for 4 AM in the morning. So you're talking probably getting up at 2 AM. Coming in, filming for hours before we go live or when we come off air. So if we do it when we go off air at 10 o'clock at night, we're probably here till 2, 3 AM in the morning, filming DVDs. That isn't even the beginning. The beginning starts from what are we going to do with this DVD? What do we need to buy? What do we need to buy to make these pieces for this DVD? Then it's giving the guest designer the brief of what we're going to do, all the filming, all the editing, all of this. It takes months and months and months and months and months to put these DVDs together for you. The price of them is just... It's just a no-brainer for me. It really is. If I can do this all at my own pace, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I can. And the thing is, the best part of it, when I've got all of this and I've learned all of these weaves, I'll pass it on to my friends, and then let them use it as well and learn from that DVD. £4.95 for you today. Absolutely fantastic, fantastic, fantastic value. It really is. All that work you did, Fleur.
I know, because
for £4.95.
Every piece has maybe 6 or 7 stage pieces as well that have to be made. There's about in any sort of like DVD, you're probably looking from the designer's point of view, about 3 to 4 weeks of work go into a DVD before we even film it. And then sometimes they'll say, oh, we haven't got those jump rings yet, so can we film it later, or can we delay launching it? So there is a lot of work that goes into it, and then sometimes it can be that long after you've launched, you can't even remember what you did on it. Which that's happened to me a few times.
Yeah, but that just shows you how long it takes to put them together as well.
And then you can't remember what your hairstyle was.
And we can't even look because we've got no footage from it either.
Oh,
so
really?
we can't.
No.
We can't tell.
I do think I had very dark hair.
Do you?
I think so, yeah.
Have a look. Get the DVD home and let us know.
Yeah, let me know.
BBTY97 is your code. There's about 30 in baskets right now. Check it out and get it home. It is worth every single penny. It's absolutely fantastic. You know, if you're halfway through a design and you feel like you need that 10-minute break, go off, you know, pause it, go off, make yourself a cuppa and come back and sit back down, because, you know, if you were in a workshop and you went off for 10 minutes, you'd miss 10 minutes, because obviously the guest designers have got to teach everyone else and can't stop on your behalf. These DVDs are brilliant. You're going to absolutely love them. If you've not purchased any of them before, get as many as you possibly can into your collection.
There's probably about 2 workshops on that DVD.
Really?
You have to attend 2 workshops to get through everything.
And we've managed to get it into 1 hour. That's absolutely fab. Love that. Well done if you've managed to get that one. Brilliant. Right, can I just show you this that is coming up? This is brand new. Jadeite nuggets at 8 o'clock. So we are just about 15 minutes away from this auction. It is going to be absolutely incredible. Now, you did have a similar strand, not as big a carat weight, on the morning show this morning that sold out. These will fly. They really will. They're coming up for you at 8 o'clock. We only have 149. 149. So make sure you're around for this auction. Not too long to wait. Right, KO beading thread. Now, is it a pack of 4? Yeah, oh, look at these colours. Oh, baby blues, baby pinks. These are gorgeous. Now, I was talking to you about these earlier, Fleur, because I'm not all that familiar with them. I think I've had them once before on the show, and you were just saying that they're really, really fine, beautiful threads. They're
very fine. They're great for your shibori. I use them a lot for that, and they're really, really easy to thread through a needle.
Brilliant. So it's like cotton, isn't it, really?
But I think because it's bonded, I think because it's the same as like a Ceylon.
Yeah.
Then you can sort of like squish it a little bit and then pop it through
Yeah,
the
it does have that little coating on it as well, doesn't it? Just trying to find the end. Oh, there we go. Can I just borrow your
of course.
Your pliers a second, just so I can get that. Very much the same way as a cotton reel, actually. It's just tucked in to a slit on the end of the reel. You can see that. Don't have an actual gauge as such on this, but you will get 50 metres of thread on each one. So, like you say, perfect for your shibori, because it is really, really delicate, isn't it? And I'm loving these colours. Look at those blues.
Or your bead embroidery as well, like the piece that we showed earlier. You know, that's set onto your backing fabric. And it's just so easy just to sew through, and it's hidden then. You don't see, unless you want to see the colours. Yeah. For me, that baby pink's beautiful.
Oh, well, it's not far off the colour of your hair, is it? Yeah. Let's be honest. You have your baby pink, your denim, your light blue, and your light grey. 50 metres of each. That's 200 metres. 200 metres for £12.95 this afternoon, this evening even. 800 644 655. They are beautiful, beautiful colours as well. Gorgeous blues.
I was given one of these when I had a shibori kit, and I did 5 big pieces, and I looked like I'd hardly used any.
Really?
And you use quite a lot of metres of
I bet, like, you know, even when you've used, you know, a quarter of the reel, it's not going to look like you've touched it. There's just so much to get through on these reels. They're going to last such a long time, you know, even when you are working heavily with your threads. YAXC48 is your code. Well done if you managed to get those ones. Right, lavender and white rice pearls. Oh,
look at that lavender.
Look at those. Wow, the purples and the pinks coming through there. Oh,
with the grey silk.
Oh, yes. Oh, my gosh. Has the silk sold out, Becky? Yes, of course it has. Look at that. Oh, we do have another bundle, last of stock, coming up for you very, very soon. That grey does look lovely. The lavenders and the greys really complement each other, don't they? And now rice pearls, they are gorgeous, and I love a perfect round, you know, and I'm never going to turn it down. However, the more irregular shapes I do prefer, and I love the rice pearl as well. You know, that elongation, I just somehow think they're even more elegant.
They are very elegant, and they're great for bracelets. beautiful in hair adornments, so either that a tiara band or, you know, your hair combs, because they sit so beautifully. Like if you were going to put them along a tiara band, you just wire up them in and they just sit like a beautiful row.
Yeah.
But lovely for your 3-strand necklaces as well.
Really, really pretty. I'm in love with those lavender pearls. I think it's because of the iridescence you've got from them. You know, it's not just about the lavender hues. You've got lots of pinks there. There's lots of greens coming through in that iridescence as well with your lavender pearls. Now the lavender pearls are approximately 5 by 6 millimeters in size, and that is a 38 centimeter strand. Your white freshwater pearls are 6 to 7 millimeters in size. So you've got that slight difference in size there again, which is brilliant. You know, who knows what designs you're going to be making tomorrow? Who knows what size pearl you're going to want to use in those designs? Don't have to choose. You're getting both strands here for a fantastic price tag of just £14.95. That's approximately £7.48 per strand. A pair of earrings, Fleur, again, 925 sterling silver.
I can see some more silk over there. I can see
These
a beautiful
ones.
green.
Yes, this
Imagine
is the bundle, really limited.
The green with the lavender.
Oh, the green with the lavender.
Oh, both of them.
Yeah, either or. Take your pick. That would look incredible, wouldn't it? Really, really pretty. Do you know what? 2 strands of pearls for £14.95. Where else are you going to get this value? Where else are you going to get this quality at this kind of price tag? VDXC78 is your code, 0800 644 655, or on the web at JewelleryMaker.com. Now, we'll do that silk bundle for you now. We don't have a huge amount of these left. It is last of stock. We've only got 30. Oh my gosh, that green. How fab is that? I've never seen green silk before.
You know, it's beautiful, isn't it? It's like a real emerald green as well, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Oh, and the contrast, you know, with white and ivories as well.
Yeah.
That would look so elegant, would look so high, that would look so
I think you get the grey
designer.
one as well.
Oh, you do get, I thought that was from the last bundle, I beg your pardon.
Wow.
So you also get the grey. So you have your grey, which is your number 8, 2 metres of that one, which is your 0.8 millimetre gauge. You've got your number 2 in the green, which is your 0.45 millimetre gauge, and then you've got your number 8 again in the black, which is your 0.8 millimetre gauge again. So if you missed out, this one, but we're really, really limited, so just be quick. Less than 20 available, 0800 644 655. Imagine being able to knot your pearls with that green. Unbelievable. Last of stock, GCXC48 is your code, 0800 644 655. It is fastest fingers first for this. Please don't think if you're playing on the phone lines that you don't have time to do it. If you don't dial, you will never ever know. So do dial and speak with the call centre. A lot of people don't check out the baskets, and some people cancel their orders as well. So, you know, even when we say something's gone, it's always worth trying. Always worth trying. GCXC48 is your code, 0800 644 655. Well done. Right. Oh. These are chunky monkeys. Look at them. I'll stand them up. Brand new ceramic beads for you. 14 by 29 millimeters in size. They are fab. Look at the size of the drill holes on these as well. Great in with your cords. Could we add these into chainmail, Fleur?
Yeah, you can, yeah. You can add anything into chainmail like this. So you could have that as the front of the of a bracelet, earrings, because are they quite lightweight? Or
Yeah, very lightweight, yeah.
Yeah, so earrings, but I think they'd be great with a tassel underneath.
Yes.
Lovely tassel.
Brilliant. Just have a tassel, maybe with some cords, maybe with some chain, or just use the tassels off your strands, you know, your Gems of Distinction strands if you want to, in a pendant. That's going to look fab. They're very arty, aren't they?
They are, and I'd have them on a really long line chain.
Yeah, that would look fabulous. Under £5, they are brand new for you today as well. 0800 644 644 655 GRXC45, £4.95. You've got 3 in the green and 3 in the blue there as well. They're both 29 by 14 millimeters in size, so really, really sizable. You know, with those colours, you think about your green gemstones, you think about the blue gemstones you can add in with these, the contrasting colours of threads you can add, you know, perhaps in with some macrame and kumihimo again, you know, as a centrepiece, as a focal point. They would look fabulous. And again, it's one of those, I think, I nearly said gemstone, but it is one of those pieces, because they're so arty, you know, each one looks different, you know, in that.
They are so different, aren't they?
I mean, look at that. Oh, gosh. Like Skittles. 800 644 655. Again, with the wood beads that we've had. Oh. One of them just in the middle of the strand.
That would be nice. Yeah, that would be really nice. With your cords.
Yeah.
You could knot between all of those as well.
That would look fab, wouldn't it? Oh, look at these beads. Do you know what I love about all the wood strands? How lightweight they are.
And tactile.
Yeah,
You just
they
want
really
to
feel
move in your
amazing.
hand.
They're beautiful, they are. Faceted wood beads you've got here. And again, with all the wooden beads, the drill holes are absolutely enormous on them. So you really will be able to get a substantial size of thread through there. Robbles, or is it robles? Robles, robbles, robles.
I like
Tomato,
bubbles.
tomato, basil,
Basil.
scone. I got pulled up earlier on for saying scone.
Oh, it's a
I'm
scone.
like, oh, the Queen's arrived, has she? Scone is perfectly normal.
Scone.
And then it's gone.
It's scone when you've eaten it.
Yeah.
But it's a scone.
5mm hole you've got on these, and there's 27 individual pieces. Every time I see the wooden pieces, the wooden beads, I think of gents jewellery, gents bracelets, that, you know, surfer look, that natural look that you have with the beads, you know, with your hemp cords, with your natural coloured S-lons as well. They're going to look fantastic. And do you know what? That price tag is fab as well, isn't it? It really is. YPKC82. Seal on for you now. Have a look at these colours. Wow. So these would be great with shibori as well, wouldn't
again,
they?
this is what I started with, because
really?
when Linda launched the shibori, then this is what we had. So this is what I bought to stitch on. But I used to find it brilliant for matching the back. What's the backing fabric called? Backing fabric.
Backing fabric, yeah.
Ultra suede.
Ultra suede.
Yeah, so
I
when
see.
you can match the ultra suede colours perfectly with this.
Yeah.
Because we do have a beautiful bottle green ultra suede, which is amazing, and these colours as well.
Yeah.
So it is great for doing that blanket stitch around the outside to attach the ultra suede to the backing fabric.
Yeah, perfect. And look at the colours you've got here as well. Really pretty. Now these, I know we said about the other reels earlier on, but these, the Ceylon ones, like they actually don't go down. It's like they last forever. Like
you can see just how much.
Where is the end? Where is it? 75 metres on each of these, so that is 450 metres in total that you've got there. I mean, we could get down to the garden centre and back again, I reckon. 450 metres. Should we try the pub instead?
I think the pub might be better.
Yes, we'll try the pub. It's just opposite, you know.
Yeah.
QJ XC49. £8.95 for you today. Please feel free to multi-buy. You know, a lot of these items that we've had this evening are premieres. A lot of them are last of stock as well. Take advantage, you know, if it's something you've been waiting for, multi-buy, because you've only got one postage of just £3.95 to pay from midnight last night until midnight tonight. QJ XC49 is your code for these. Lovely colours, lovely, lovely colours. Right, shell pearls. Is this three of them?
I love this bundle. I saw this on Saturday and I absolutely love them.
Oh,
aren't they gorgeous?
Glamorous. Wow. Only 35 chances, a bit miss out, isn't it? Shell pearl you've got here. Now, if you want perfection, you've got it with your shells. You know, you're going to have that perfect spherical gemstone. You're going to have that perfect, flawless finish on the surface as well. They are just beautiful. And some of you prefer these over pearls. You know, we've all got a personal preference. But if it is perfection, you can't go wrong with your shells. 8mm inside. You've got 3 different colours, your red, your silver and your white there, all 3 being 38cm strands. The lustre is just pow. That's like, you know, if you had that kind of lustre and this smoothness in a pearl, you'd pay an absolute fortune for. FSXC01 is your code for these. So maybe, you know, going back to the threads that we've had, the silks that we've had, perhaps knotting with different colours, maybe, you know, maybe the black and
with
silver.
the red.
The green and the red, yeah.
Ready
Again,
for
really
Christmas?
oriental. Oh, she said Christmas, she said Christmas. Christmas, Christmas.
I'm allowed to, it's after Easter.
Yeah. But I did also say, just yesterday, I think, or the day before, that next month, September, seasonal aisle. Advent calendars and your first chocolate Santas.
That's it.
They will be there.
Once the back to school aisle has disappeared,
Yeah.
we'll be taking over.
Advent calendars. 0800 644 655 or on the web at JewelleryMaker.com. So maybe if you are looking for something for that festive season, the red ones would be perfect, wouldn't they? That is not each, by the way. That is for all 3 strands that you've got here. £3.65 per strand. You could literally just knot them, add a clasp. How much would you sell them for, Fleur, each strand?
Of shell pearl, probably about £30.
Great price. £90 rubbing your hands together, cost £10.95. FSXC01 is your code. 0800 644 655. Perhaps with the multi-stranded clasp we had earlier on as well. You know, if you wanted to go for a selection of colours, that would work, wouldn't it? And maybe you've got some more that you could add to this as well. Remember, you've got a 30-day money-back guarantee with absolutely everything here at Jewellery Maker. Please don't ever feel rushed. We move through things pretty swiftly just because we want to bring you as many deals as we possibly can. So, you know, just because we've moved on, it doesn't mean that you can't get it anymore. It doesn't mean that it's sold out. I'll always say if something is sold out. You can check the web and you can call the call centre at any time. You know, even if it's an auction that you didn't write the code down for, but you were cooking dinner and something caught your eye, just call the call centre and let them know and they will find it for you. They are so good. They're so efficient, our call centre. Right. Let's have a look at these. Seed beads for you. Size 6s. They're very, very sizable. 2 tubes you're going to get here. Oh, is it just the one? Oh, okay. Put one back. 1 tube of your size 6 seed beads, your galvanised silver you've got here. They are great, just like your spacer beads for spacing out gemstones. If you don't want to use them in seed bead designs, they will work just as effectively in with your gemstone designs. OE BD36.
Wow.
Ooh!
I'd be putting those with those wood beads.
Oh, yeah, just in between. They'd look fab, wouldn't they? To be honest, I don't think there's anything they wouldn't work with.
No,
is there? Let's be honest. They'd go with anything and everything. And at £1.95, even if you don't know what they're going to go with yet, don't worry. Work it out another day. They're just £1.95. OE BD36. Now, coming up for you after the break, I've got that jadeite, that nugget strand that is absolutely incredible. Fleur's second kit coming up for you as well. Don't go anywhere and I'll be back with you in a couple of minutes time for the kit and that amazing jadeite strand.
Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates through items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from JewelleryMaker. JewelleryMaker. Create, wear, share.
Buying from JewelleryMaker couldn't be easier. When we bring an item to you, all the graphics come on screen, and this gives you all the information that you will need to know, from the item code to the product description with all of the key information. Then the price comes on, and whether you join at the beginning or at the end of the offer, everyone pays the final on-screen price. So, when you see an item that you would like to buy, simply pick up the phone and dial our free phone number, and you'll get through to our UK-based call centre. Alternatively, you can join us at www.jewellerymaker.com and start your jewellery making journey today. JewelleryMaker, the one-stop shop for all your jewellery making needs.
You can watch our JewelleryMaker show every day on our website by clicking the Watch and Buy Online link in the top right-hand corner of our homepage.
Good evening, welcome back to JewelleryMaker. If you've just tuned in, it is time for today's must-have. Oh my gosh, this is incredible. As soon as I saw this in the schedule earlier on, I was just like, hang on a minute, have I ever seen a jadeite nugget strand before? I mean, have I? Have I?
I think we've seen chips before, but not big nuggets. I don't think.
Oh, I don't think I have. Like, I don't know. I really don't. But oh, sorry. It's because, do you know why I've had to admit? I don't have a belt, which is like a massive, because I've got a dress on, so I've not got you know, anything to hook them onto. And then when I had them in my lap earlier on, my talk back kept cutting out because I kept moving, so I had to put it on the desk. I just put them back down there. So no one noticed them anyway. Why did you even mention it? I'm not sure. If I have seen a nugget strand before, it's like maybe once, because I can't remember ever seeing it. And it was the first thing that jumped out at me earlier on. And so immediately I went to look at the strands. I have to see it, I have to see it. And the first thing that I noticed was exactly what you said, Fleur. The different tones of colour that you have in this strand are just beautiful.
They are.
I mean, you get to hand select your favourite tones when you get strands like this, don't you?
You've got some amazing lavenders on there.
Yes.
You see those beautiful lavenders? You've got two that are almost the same shape as well that would make amazing earrings.
They are just gorgeous.
Just beautiful, those two.
Look at that. I mean, you don't know, you know, if we have a strand of rounds, you don't get that, do you? You know, we get a lot of colour matching with the round strands. And if you are, like me, somebody that prefers the more organic shape, the more organic look in a gemstone, go for your nugget strands, because that is certainly the look. Look at, oh, the darker ones, Fleur. I think I'm all about the darker ones. That one there, for me, look at that. In a ring. Solitaire ring. Look at me. Look at me in my jadeite ring. Incredible. Aren't they just beautiful? Now, I can remember the launch of jadeite here at JewelleryMaker. And of course it was the morning show that had the jadeite launch, and for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks, for us on the mid-show, we were saying, can we have some jadeite, can we have some jadeite? Well, yeah, you can have some. None left. Nothing. There was never ever anything left available for us. It was really, really frustrating. Really frustrating. And I can remember the prices, you know, that jadeite used to launch at, you know. I mentioned this just yesterday. For me, the more scarce something becomes, you know, the more limited something is, prices should go up, not down, surely. Yeah, our prices have seemed to go down for this gemstone. Now, you've got 260 carats of jadeite here. They're 10 by 8 to 18 by 11 millimetres in size. 10 by 8 to 18 by 11 millimetres in size. They are absolutely massive. I mean, it says chips. I'm saying nuggets. It says chips on your graphicals. They're massive, aren't they?
They are big boulders of jadeite.
I mean, what would you do with a strand like this, Fleur? I mean, you've got your jadeite. Yeah. I always mention that jadeite bracelet.
I always wear this jadeite. Never take it off. I have got to try and get used to them wearing them on this hand, because I need to buy one of those watches that tells me to get up and walk around. I'm going to be dictated to buy a watch. But I never take them off. Yeah. Never ever. And they with me when I go swimming, down the horses, everywhere. Yeah. And it's just, I mean, this strand was $69.95 when we launched jadeite. Yeah. That's how much this strand was. It's 10mm rounds. So yeah, $69.95 I paid for that one.
Wow. Wow, wow. I mean, obviously they're rounds, you know, and they would have been consistent in their colour throughout the strand, pretty much. To be able to have nuggets, you know, you've got a gemstone for me that just says Mother Nature straight away. And then when you have these shapes, I just think it's so much more of an organic gemstone, an organic look that you're looking at there. I mean, imagine a tree of life design with these. You know, going for something a bit bigger, perhaps because of the size of these. Those different tones that you've got as an ornamental tree of life, I think this would be absolutely spectacular. I mean, you'd be talking something really, really very high end.
Yeah, you would.
You know?
You would.
If you have a look at jadeite elsewhere and the prices, it is not one of the most affordable gemstones on the planet, let me tell you. You know, I've seen prices, in fact, I've seen prices in 4 figures. I've seen prices well into 3 figures. In fact, we found a jadeite tea strainer online. Last year it was, in fact. Jadeite tea strainer, it was something like £1,200, £1,400. And it just had a jadeite handle on it. But, you know, it was like 4 figures. It can command massive, massive price tags when you're looking at significant carat weights. Now, this gemstone has been worn for centuries. It's been used for centuries in jewellery, but it is also being used for medicinal purposes. Now, again, myth, folklore and legend, you know, the supposed healing properties of gemstones, we can't talk too much about here at JewelleryMaker because it's not factual information. However, jadeite is one of those that is up there. There is a lot to be said for this gemstone and its healing properties. So if that is something that you are interested in, just type it into a search engine and there will be so much for you to read. Now, already there are absolutely tons of webbers checking out and multi-buying. Now, I knew straight from the off that this would be a massive, massive auction and that loads of you would be coming in, because to get this shape and this variation in the tone is really quite unique. So I knew that loads of you would be coming in. What is making me highly suspicious is the amount of you that are multi-buying. And when I say multi-buying, I don't just mean 2s. We're talking up to 4 that some of you are buying at a time. That, to me, straight away makes me think that this is going a lot lower than where I think it's going on price, if some of you are multi-buying that many. £9.95.
That's crazy, isn't it? If you were to see one of those in one of those little gemstone, you know, the little presentation boxes with a little lid on, you'd pay that for one.
Easily. Wouldn't you? Look at the size of some of these gemstones as well, Fleur. I mean, when if you broke it down into carat weight for some of these gemstones, you've got to be talking getting on for 5 carats in some of these larger gemstones.
Yeah. And you've got some real quintessential, what they look for in higher, you know, what their classes there, sort of like their excellent jade. This beautiful apple green here. Whoa. This amazing, vibrant, right at the very front there. It's a real apple, vibrant green. It really stands out. Then you've got those almost going into nephrite, darker greens that are there. You've got the lilacs on there. You've got these beautiful, and they call these, all these have got different names. So some of them are like whispering clouds, and they've got some beautiful names and beautiful connotations behind them. So when you see all those wispy colours that go through the jadeite, it's just a beautiful strand. I think, you know, if you could get a couple of those and knot them into an overhead necklace, they would look show-stopping.
And I would imagine that in the right place, they would sell for a lot of money. And they would sell quickly as well. It's so desirable, this gemstone. It really is. 260 carats, and we're talking under £10 for you this afternoon. There's so many of you buying 2s and 3s of these. A massive congratulations. If your budget will allow you to, then absolutely go for it. This is a brand new strand if you're here at JewelleryMaker this evening. The one this morning, was it this morning or on the mid-show? This morning, I believe, sold out. This is another opportunity for you to get something incredible. Perhaps you're looking at this strand at home now thinking, oh, that one there, that one, that one, that one there, that colour.
This one with some of those wood beads either side. Imagine that with the wood beads either side as a pendant. So have that as a pendant in the front. Just restring, you know, put those wooden beads on either side.
And maybe with the reds as well, the red, it would look very Tibetan inspired, wouldn't it? It would look, I mean, look at that as a ring. My goodness me. You know, you start introducing 95 sterling silver to this as well. There's a pretty penny to be made in this strand. But then again, you know, it might not be about making money for you. It might be the fact that you are getting to own a huge amount of jadeite. And when I say huge, 260 carats is not to be sniffed at all. You know, we've had bigger carat weights here at JewelleryMaker, but by gollies, you go out and try and find 260 carats of jadeite anywhere for anywhere near that price tag. If you haven't dialed yet, do it now. You've still got time to do this. 0800 644 655. Leicester in the West Midlands, you've got 3. Paulette in the West Midlands, Michael in Dorset, Iris in County Armagh, Siobhan in Greater Manchester ×2, Susan in the West Yorkshire, you've got 2, Susan in County Durham, Carolyn in County Armagh, you've got 2, Jamati in Berkshire, you've got 2, Janet in the West, why do I keep saying in the West Yorkshire? Well done to Maureen in County Durham, you've got 2, Collect in County Downs, got 2, Joanne in East Sussex, Janet and John, Judith in County Antrim has got 5. High five, Judith. Michelle in Worcestershire, Margaret, Christine in Pembrokeshire, Yvonne, Jack, there's absolute high five. There's loads of you there, absolutely tons of you. A massive, massive congratulations on checking that out. It's a beautiful, beautiful strand. Now, do not forget, 15 minutes time, I think, everything must stop. Like everything. Just saying. I bet you're glad that we're playing them before you go.
Where are they?
I don't know. I think that they're being kept in a box somewhere very safely for us to... I basically think that Tom's just thought, do you know what, it's Fleur. There's no way I'm putting those pearls on the desk until we have to.
Because I have a bag here.
I don't call a pearl for nothing. Those will be coming up for you in just 15 minutes time. They are exquisite. Look, they're down there in the box. Look at the South Sea pearls. I was looking at prices earlier on, and in fact I saw in a jeweller's not far from where I live a South Sea cultured pearl necklace. It had no price tag on it. I know. I do know what that means. I do. Oh, thanks, love. Oh, I have a clear favourite. Could be this massive one here. Look at the size of this one, Fleur. Oh my gosh. I don't know why I'm whispering. They are incredible. South Sea pearls, 15 minutes time. Oh my gosh.
That one's my favourite, the golden one, more golden hues. I've always, that's my dream pearl.
Yeah.
Well, I've got two, a Cortez pearl and a golden South Sea pearl.
Lucky lady. Coming up for you very, very soon. Wow. Oh, I just want to point out as well, they will be a considered purchase. There's 5 South Sea pearls there. Do you know, I was looking at a necklace design earlier on. It had 1 South Sea pearl in it. Very, very famous jewellery designer. £12,000. Yes, for one. Maybe next week. Right. Oh, Kit, sorry, because of course Fleur is going at 9 o'clock. Part-timer. I mean, she's only been here since 7:30 this morning.
I don't know where I am.
Director Eleanor said Fleur is so tired she didn't even laugh at that one.
Do you know what? I'm trying to remember this weave so I don't forget how to do
Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Oh, bless her. I think you will just get in your car. Like, I don't know how to start the car.
That's what I did last week.
Not surprised.
I think it took me another 15 minutes to drive home because I went so slowly.
Forgot what you were doing.
Yeah. It's been in the bright lights for so long as well, and having somebody talk in your ear for 10 hours.
Yeah.
You think you can hear things.
Somebody just say something. Go into camera
should
one.
keep this in and you can talk to me all the way home and then I'll be fine.
Like a sat nav.
Yeah.
Have a look at these. Oh my gosh, like perfectly colour matched with Fleur's hair. It was like this was meant to be. Your quartzite, look at the size of these, 12mm rounds. Oh my gosh, that is such a fun strand, isn't it?
Yeah,
really, really pretty, very, very girly, and they're absolutely massive as well, aren't they? QJ XC73, you've got 360 carats of pink quartzite there. Do you know, if you use those individually because they're so sizable, imagine how far they are going to go. Wow. Fabulous. Oh, imagine those with amethyst, you know?
They'd be nice with amethyst.
Pretty much everyone's got amethyst in their stash. You throw some amethyst in there, gorgeous. Jump ring heaven. What would a kit with no jump rings be without Fleur? Have a look at these. 800 jump rings, yes please. So these are inner diameters of 3, 4, 5 and 7mm. So that would be old style 5, 6, 7 and 9mm jump rings that you have here. So we're now going with inner diameters because this is like the industry standard, if you like, when it comes to weaves. So we've now changed it to the inner diameter. So just add another 2 on and that will give you the diameter ridge that we used to have, if you like. So you've got 200 of each of these. I mean, that's a lot, even for you, Fleur, that's a lot of jump rings, isn't it?
It is. Do you know how many jump rings I've used in the last 3 days?
Oh gosh, well you've always told me that you've used 3,500 a week.
So I got these I got all of the kits last Thursday.
Yeah.
So I was working all day Thursday. So I had Friday, I was working on Saturday, Sunday and Monday, and I had a workshop yesterday. So I had 3 days, 6 kits. There's over 5,000 jump rings that I've used in 3 working days.
That's got to be like a record for you, hasn't it?
I think it is. I really do think it is, yeah.
Wow, that's what you'll be trying to do. You'll be trying to open and close your steering wheel.
It's
not working. It's not working.
Reciting weaves to myself as I go.
Goodness me, that is some going, I tell you. Do you know, that's a huge stash of jump rings. And again, if it's not about chainmail for you, then just topping up your stash. My gosh, that's gonna take you some getting through to finish them off, I tell you. That's fabulous. And then you've got your clasps here as well, your hook clasp with your cord ends. Now your cord ends are 3.2mm in size. So for your cords, absolutely fantastic. And to be fair, we do not have these very often at all. So it's well worth coming in just for the cords alone if you're struggling to get these into your stash. QJ XC73, 3 pieces of those, 800 jump rings and 360 carats of quartzite. 0800 644 655. Should we go into 20? Yes.
Wow.
£19.95. Now, Fleur, I want to talk about the jump rings because you have always said, you know, particularly when you're working with 5,000 in 3 working days, like the quality of them is so important to you.
It's very, very important. You can't make top quality chainmail or beautiful looking chainmail without beautiful ingredients. It's like a cake.
Yeah.
You can't make a beautiful meal without top quality ingredients.
Yeah.
So these are precision cut specifically for chainmail. They're on a 1mm wire. They're the perfect size. Yeah, every jump ring's going to have a little bit of what we call spring back.
Yeah.
Or you wouldn't be able to get them off the mandrel when you cut them. But they're cut so precisely and they're colour matched completely all the way through, which sounds a little bit silly, but when you're silver plating copper, sometimes you can get variations in the thickness of the silver that goes on, because what happens is it goes into like a vat and then an electrode goes through and the silver particles stick then to the copper. And depending on how thick the plating is, depends on, you know, how many times you immerse them into this like chamber, if you like. So it can be, sometimes, if they're not done very well, you can have thicker elements on one side than you have on the other.
Yeah.
But these are consistent all the way through.
I mean, looking at them there, I'm struggling to see where the cuts are in those jump rings, you know? It's really difficult to see, and a lot of the time you have to run your nail across them, don't you, to find it as well. And that's how well they've been made and how well they've been cut. And when it comes to chainmail especially, you know, this is really, really important. If they're just pieces that are finishing off your jewellery pieces, your necklaces and your bracelets, you need that piece to be tight. You need it to be secure. That's going to be the piece that holds everything together along with your clasp. It's got to be strong. You've got to be able to rely on that component. And Fleur will back me up. You can. You really, really can. £19.95 is an amazing, amazing deal. Just look at what you have there. 0800 644 655 or on the web at JewelleryMaker.com this afternoon. Amazing value you've got there. Look at the jewellery. Just look at these pieces of jewellery as well. I love chainmail. I love the weave that you did earlier on for its simplicity, but I do love it when you've got those denser weaves there. I mean, that looks high end, doesn't it?
It does. It really does. And you know, with the sizes that we've got in the kit, you can also do. I've done a dragon scale pendant with a Byzantine diamond above them as well. So you can, there's so many ways. Well, I think I've done, I can't remember, I think there must be about 8 or 9 chainmail DVDs. And the only thing I've used, the only sizes of jump rings I've used are the ones that we've got in the kit. Wow. So whichever chainmail DVD you have, you'll be able to do those weaves with the kit that we've just had.
Brilliant. There you go. Excellent. Get the DVD. In fact, it's still available at JewelleryMaker.com. If you haven't managed to get that yet, or you weren't watching earlier on when we brought that to you, you can still get it on the web. It's the first time we've had it in quite some time. 0800 644 655 QJ XC73 is your code for this one. Do make sure you're checking out as soon as you possibly can. Now, I do understand there's a second part to this kit that you didn't have, Fleur. Is that correct?
Have one. No, I didn't have the second part.
There is a second part back, yeah? Yeah, just wanted to check. I was looking at it thinking, is this a bundle or is it the second part of the kit? But you didn't have this. And to be fair, Fleur, with how much work you've done, I think we'd have let you off anyway, even if you had have had it, to be perfectly honest. Look at these.
They're beautiful.
And look at the colour of the jump rings. Fleur.
They
Have
go
you ever
absolute-
used these before, this colour? Have you?
They're lovely,
oh
aren't they?
my gosh, they are so pretty. Morganite and aquamarine. I mean, this is high end. Like we're talking the bee's knees here, aren't we? Look at the quality. Look at the colour of the aquamarine and the colour of the morganite. Do you know what was amazing in this strand of morganite is the consistency in colour as well. Oh my days. This strand, in fact, this with the jadeite as well.
Yeah.
That would look amazing, wouldn't it? You have 30 carats of morganite in your 4mm rounds and 70 carats of aquamarine in your 5mm rounds. Do you know, genuinely, they are two of the nicest strands of aquamarine and morganite I think I've ever seen. They are beautiful. That consistency in pink. I'm going to be completely honest with you, because we've just had a quartzite strand in that previous kit. When I saw the pink, how pink these gemstones are, I kind of looked at them and thought, oh, we've got rose quartz. Then I looked at them again and thought, we've just had quartzite, so maybe it's a dyed strand. I cannot believe that is morganite.
That's beautiful, isn't it?
That's some of the pinkest morganite I think I've ever seen. They are beautiful rounds. And the aquamarine, of course, there as well. 5mm in size. Really, unusual to get 5mm rounds. Perfect. And then these jump rings, I've never seen this colour before. They are so pretty. You've got 200 of your silver plated pink coloured copper jump rings here. Now they are 5mm jump rings that you've got there, so again they would equate to your 7mm jump rings that you have. So pretty in that colour. Fleur, like this wasn't, it's such a shame you didn't have this, because if you'd made a necklace it would be like this was meant for you, because it would match your hair.
I would have loved to have worked with this.
Oh, what do you think you'd have done with it if you'd have had it?
I think I would have done a half Persian 3-in-1 bracelet, and then have lots of alternating like little charms.
Yeah.
An aquamarine and then a morganite.
Wow. They are beautiful strands. Now, on the back of the carat weight, the fact that they're round and how strong these are in colour, I'm going to say that this is quite a high-end kit. See, I always sit here, and if I don't know the prices in my head, the whole time that I'm talking to you, I'll be like, right, where are we going? £49.95, £39.95. Not that low! £21.95. That's not where I was going to go. £21.95.
I would pay that for the aquamarine strand, because the aquamarine strand's got some amazing colours on there. Look at these two here. They've got clarity and the darkest blue.
They are. I mean, that Fleur, I mean, I don't sell jewellery, so please tell me if I'm being greedy. But two of those aquamarine gemstones in sterling, I'd have my money back.
Yeah, oh, definitely. Yeah.
Delicate pair of rings. I might have like a little bit of chain, just an inch length of chain, delicate drops. I'd have my money back. That is silly, that price tag for what you're looking at here. That's crazy. £21.95. 0800 644 655, or on Tinterweb this evening at JewelleryMaker.com. You have a 30-day money back guarantee. Get these home and have a look at that quality for yourself. Honestly, some of the best aquamarine and morganite, if not the best aquamarine and morganite I've ever seen. And I think that the fact that they're in rounds as well makes them even better.
That's what I would do with them. I would make them stack of bracelets.
And the thing is, I wouldn't have thought of that because, you know, I was trying to use it sparingly, like, you know, earrings, but why not? £21.95. GC46 is your code for this one. Well done if you've just managed to check that out. Goodness me. Right then, Fleur, what are you going to show us?
Well, because it's the final kit, I thought I'd do a brand new weave that I've never shown on there before.
Wow.
Are we ready for some shenanigans?
Yeah, we are.
This one
What's
here.
it called?
Shenanigans.
Oh, it is called Shenanigans.
Yeah.
Because some of them have the weirdest and most wonderful names, don't they?
Yeah, they do have some really weird and wonderful names. But it's a really fun weave to do.
Okay.
And I learnt this weave quite a long time ago, and I was saying on the morning show, you forget the weaves that, if you haven't done them for a bit, you forget that you know them. And then I had them in my book of what I want to put on more DVDs.
Yeah.
And this was one of them. I was like, So I thought I'll bring it in, because I've never shown it before. So I've never shown this weave before, so it's brand new to JewelleryMaker as a weave.
Brilliant.
So you're going to take 2 different sizes, so you need your 7mm and your 4mm. So they're exactly the same size as dragon scale. Now what it actually is, it's just one thin strip of dragon scale, what I'm wearing. So it's the same family. And the same way that it's constructed very differently, but it is in fact, can I just bring that over? If I lay them side by side, can you see there's a similarity in how that they're constructed? So they are, and it is quite a nice, easy weave to learn. Once you've got the hang of it, this one is just all about how you orientate the rings when you add them in. So I'll just pop that back over there. So, like I say, we need the 2 different sizes. So when we start this weave off, I'm going to use there's 2 different ways to weave this. You can either start with your small rings closed and your large rings open, which is a different way of weaving it, but I prefer the way where you open the small rings and you leave the large rings closed. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add on my first jump ring just onto that small jump ring.
Okay.
My next jump ring is going to just sit over the top. So you can see there it's just literally just resting over the top of that jump ring. And my third jump ring is going to go onto the open jump ring. So in actual fact, I've got 2 jump rings that are attached to this small jump ring, and this one in the middle, which is just floating in the middle there. And I'm going to close that jump ring up. Now I'm going to lay this down onto the board. So this one's easier done when it's on the board. So you can see there that they're stacked, if we count them 1, 2 and 3, with this jump ring still vertical. We need this jump ring to face horizontal. So the way that we're going to do that is we're going to take this third jump ring and we're going to flip it over. So by flipping it over, can you see now how it's changed this jump ring into a horizontal jump ring that's going to come across this way? So all I did was take it from how it lays down naturally. So your 2 jump rings are attached, this one that's floating in the middle, take the third jump ring or the one that's furthest away from you, the one that's on the top, and literally just flip it over, and now it sits this jump ring like, if you like, horizontally. So it's now sitting across. Okay, so my next move is I always work exactly the same as dragon scale. You never work on the row that's on the top, you always work on the row that's underneath.
Right.
So I never work on this jump ring, I'm always going to work on this jump ring. And I'm never going to attach a small jump ring to a small jump ring, or a large jump ring to a large jump ring. So I take my first open small jump ring and I'm going to attach it just to that number 2 jump ring. Now I may have to just lift this very slightly off the... There we go. So it has to stay within the parameters of that third jump ring. So you can see it's literally just picked up inside. And before I close it, I add on one of my large closed jump rings and close. Now I have to get this jump ring to also sit vertically. So I'm going to flip that one over. And now, can you see how that sat back into the weave?
Yeah.
So I'm starting to get this zigzag. So I take my next open jump ring. I never work on the jump ring that's on the top. I work on the one that's underneath. I pop my next jump ring, small jump ring, onto the one that's underneath. It doesn't come outside of the parameters of this top jump ring. And before I close it, I add another jump ring in place.
Right.
Close it up. And again, we're going to flip that over so that it starts to sit. There we go. So we've now got one jump ring that's forward, one jump ring that's back, this jump ring's gone forward again. So my next jump ring's here onto this one. And basically, it's that easy.
Wow.
It's such an easy weave. And again, I was saying about the whirlybird one that's on the middle of the big pink bracelet that's there. I can't believe that I haven't remembered to bring it to air before now, because it's such a lovely, easy weave.
That's brilliant, isn't it? The whirlybird. I love that. It's perfect for that weave, isn't it?
It is. So what I'm going to do with this jump ring now, so I've just attached the small jump ring with the large jump ring. So all I'm going to do is split that into place. And you can see how it's starting to form this pattern. Now these jump rings obviously are very slightly too big. Because we need...
So what's the size you've used on the actual one?
So the one that we've used on the actual piece is your 7 and your 5.
Right.
So I'm just going to make sure that all this is... So you just have to watch which way it's all orientated. So this one's just not orientated the right way, so let me just take this one out. And sometimes, you know, it's until you put the jump ring in and you see which way it should have gone, that you realise that it's gone the wrong way. So it's just...
It's the thing, I think, with, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but it appears that it's very easy to undo if you get something wrong in toenail.
That's it. If it goes wrong, it's no problem.
Yeah.
See, all I had is I had that one facing the wrong way. I've now popped it into the right way. So when I chuck them on the floor, when I pick that one up again in the middle, and this is the hardest bit, is just picking that middle one up without actually disturbing the ones underneath and staying within the outside of that jump ring. I place that one on and close. Then all I need to do with this one is flip it over, and you can see now how you're starting to get this zigzag line appearing with all these little vertical jump rings, and that one's just gone the wrong way. There you go. I'll pull that nice and tight. So what they're doing is they're just sitting on the outside of the previous one, that all the small jump rings are facing horizontally and all the large jump rings are facing vertically. And you just keep going, attaching into the previous, so not the top jump ring, the one bit underneath, with a small jump ring, add a large jump ring, and then orientate it into the correct way.
Goodness me.
And it really is that simple. It's such a lovely... Now, the only thing that you can't do that can be a little bit confusing is putting on a loose jump ring as you're weaving this in. I always put it on afterwards, just so it's a lot easier to remember what you're doing. But if you just go ahead and just pre-close your large jump rings, and most of our jump rings here at JewelleryMaker are fantastic because they are all ready, like you say, pre-closed. But it's such a lovely, simple weave to do. You just orientate. So as you saw there, I just had to flip it the other way, and now it's in sequence. So this jump ring and this jump ring are mirror imaged, this and this are mirror imaged, the same here and there, and you can see how you've got that nice undulation as it goes down.
I love that weave.
It's a really nice weave, isn't it?
Yeah, really, really lovely.
Like I say, I was a bit cross with myself because I'd forgotten all about it.
Oh.
But I had it in my little book.
Well, there you go. Oh, we've seen it now anyway.
Yeah.
Brilliant. That's gorgeous. Really, really pretty. And do you know what I love as well? I just love the idea of how much silver you'd have when you convert these pieces into 925, because I'm all about the silver.
Yeah.
Like having something that has got like that much grammage in it, which is so luxurious, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for showing us that, Fleur. You're nearly there. You're nearly there. Are you ready? This is, you know, this is probably one of the most luxurious auctions we'll ever bring you here at JewelleryMaker. South Sea pearls are just, for pearl lovers, you know, it's one thing to desire a freshwater culture pearl, but then to desire a South Sea pearl and to be able to actually get one into your own personal collection is like making dreams come true. It really is. For those of you that are pearl lovers, a lot of you will dream of owning something as luxurious as this. Now, you know, I know through research over years that South Sea pearls can command some of the highest prices in the industry. You know, and there are a lot of things, obviously, like any pearls, that will be taken into consideration when it comes to valuing these pearls. You know, you've got to think about the luster, the blemishes, the reflective light from the surface of the gemstone, the sphericalness, the thickness of the nacre in the pearl. All of these things will be taken into consideration when it comes to valuing them. But we all know, for those of you that are pearl lovers, that South Sea pearls can command some of the highest prices. And the white and the golden South Sea pearls are known to have the thickest nacre of all of your cultured pearls, varying between 2 and 4 millimeters with your South Sea pearls, and they have a far softer appearance than any other pearls your South Sea do. Fleur, you said earlier on about the golden hues. You know, that's your desired colour, isn't it, when it comes to your South Sea pearls?
Yeah, and usually they're only found more in the Philippine area of that sort of like that South Sea. It's usually the white-lipped oyster, it's the pink tarda maxima that is the oyster that actually produces these, and it's the colour of the inside of the mother of pearl which denotes the colour. But sometimes you can get Australian South Sea pearls which have got a golden lustre to them as well. So it's not always that they are that white lustre. Sometimes they have a golden hue that go around the orient.
It's beautiful. It is. It's like, I think with South Sea pearls, the difference is it's almost like the lustre emanates from within the pearl as opposed to just the surface. The lustre, it is quite different in its appearance. It really is. You can almost see the depth of the lustre and the nacre when you look at the surface of the gemstone. It's exquisite. I was looking at prices earlier when, as I said before, I was looking at a necklace that was £12,000, one that was £17,000 as well. And it will all depend on the grading. Now, there is a grading scale. You know, very much like there is with other gemstones, you know, your diamonds and your colour grading with tanzanite, for example. And with your South Sea pearls, that will start from A grade and will go up to a AAA grade, if you like. And as I said before, there's all of these things that have to be taken into consideration that will depend on the grade, like the thickness of the nacre, the lustre, the reflectiveness of that nacre will be taken into consideration. Obviously, the measurements are in there, but also how they can be set into jewellery. So, for example, if you've got a pearl that, you know, does have a little pit in it, just like here, it may be that we can set this into jewellery, but they might hide that pit at the back of the piece. So, you know, that may be taken into consideration when it comes to grading it. So there's all of these considerations. However, the Baroque pearls, the more irregular shaped South Sea pearls, are graded in exactly the same way that the perfectly round ones are. We don't grade them here at JewelleryMaker because you've got a selection, variation between the pearls. Perhaps if it was one pearl that we were bringing to you, you know, we might be able to put a grade on it for you, but because there's a selection, we can't kind of pin it down to one grade. So as you can see, throughout the 5 pearls here, I've got different shapes, varying shapes and varying sizes, which I think is absolutely fantastic, because I'm looking at this now and I know if this is the pack that's coming to me, you know, if I had this very pack, I'm taking that centre one. I'm taking the largest pearl. I'm going to pop that onto a head pin. I'm going to have it on some 95 sterling silver chain, and that's mine, and it's not going anywhere. And then the others, I'll sell on, which will pay for mine quite comfortably, actually. If you can, if you're watching on the web, please do some research into South Sea pearls, because they are some of the priciest out there. And again, you know, these are not perfectly spherical. You will see prices, you know, in the thousands, you know, 13,000, 15,000, 25,000 pounds. Because it will depend on the shape and the size of the gemstone. And inclusion, you know, we call them inclusions, but there's markings on pearls that are not classed as inclusions, if you like. So sometimes when you get rippling with pearls, that's not actually classed as an inclusion. It's a natural marking, if you like, on on the pearl. So it's not technically classed as an inclusion. Lots of pearl lovers will look for that rippling within that pearl because you know you've got the genuine thing then, don't you? You know you've got a genuine pearl when you have these gorgeous markings on your pearls. It makes them individual and it makes them unique. And do you know what? Nobody else is going to have exactly the same one as you in the world. If you've got those distinctive markings on yours, nobody else is going to have one like it. Now, imagine, Fleur, you've set that, I'm going to go with the large one because it's my favourite. You've set that just really, because it's all about the pearl, really simply onto a 925 sterling silver chain. What kind of price would you sell this for? Now Fleur sells pearls, don't you?
Yeah,
you do a lot of pearl jewellery and you sell pearls. So what would be, you know, what kind of price tag would you pop on that, bearing in mind the size of that particular one and the fact that it's a South Sea pearl?
For me, that's got to be £150.
Yeah.
On a silver. I mean, when I did the launch with these pearls, I made some pieces where I sort of like hammered the ends of wire and then arched them round and made quite unique pieces. So you know, so you can see there that the pendant is really unique because you've got two South Sea pearls on there. I mean, a pendant like that can command, you know, £170, £180 because you've got those two beautiful spherical South Sea pearls on there. The earrings with those gorgeous drops, again, very, very simple to make. Just hammered the end of that sterling silver wire, bent them into those beautiful ear wires. Again, quite simple, quite quick to make, but the price comes from the actual raw ingredients, which is that South Sea pearl.
Definitely.
You know, and they have to command a lot of money because people wouldn't believe that they were the real thing if they weren't.
Yeah.
For me.
Oh, especially with South Sea pearls. You know, you could have a pearl and you could say to anyone, that's a South Sea pearl. And it would take somebody that is an absolute expert in that field to kind of question it otherwise. You know, if you've got a South Sea pearl, this is something that not everyone else has. And if you've got a South Sea pearl that is £100, somebody may question the authenticity because that's not a price tag you would expect to see on a South Sea pearl. By all means, if you want to pass your deals on, have your certificate of authenticity to back it up. But remember, I mean, even Fleur, you pricing that at £150, that is so competitive. Yeah,
it is.
So competitive. I would just have a look anywhere else. You can do it on the web right now. If you can find anything near £150, I will be shocked and amazed. Are you ready to get dialing? Because we are about to bring you an incredible, unbelievable price tag of 50. Do you know, that's almost the price point that makes me sit here and think, can we just check that lab report? I just want to double check that these are South Sea culture pearls. That's the kind of price tag that makes me sit here and question what we have. Now, I know there's no two ways about it. We will have checked that lab report. We will have checked every report that we had with these pearls. They are South Sea pearls at £59.95. That is approximately £12 each.
Yeah. And, you know, with South Sea pearls, each farmer will only harvest about 2,500 pearls a year because they take 2 years to grow to this size. So they are they're harvested every year. So they'll typically about 2,500. 10% of that harvest will be round. 1% will be round and blemish free. Yeah. So to colour match and size match a whole strand for a necklace of South Sea pearls takes 10 years. And, so that's 10 years of waiting.
And that'll be why, Fleur, that the price that I'm looking at here for a South Sea necklace is over £2,000. That'll be why.
There's one there for 19,000.
There's one, oh my gosh, yeah, £19,000. That one there, Tiffany & Co. have one in a pendant for £2,450. You know, obviously, there'll be different grades, different sizes. They've got designer names next to them, so that will be an important factor. There is nothing that I am looking at here, not one single pearl that has a double figure price tag to it. Not one pearl that has a double figure price tag. There's 5 pearls here, 5 South Sea pearls. 0800 644 655 TDRO95 is your code for these, or on the web at JewelleryMaker.com. Now you have a 30-day money-back guarantee. Get them home and have a look at them. You know, have a look at those beautiful markings on those pearls. Look. Just look at them all. Maybe, and I understand that this is a considered purchase, okay? £59.95. If you can multi-buy, if your budget will allow you to, perhaps get a couple of packs, just so you can pick your favourite pack. It might be that you want, you know, a huge sizable one like this. I can't guarantee you're going to get one of that size specifically. They're all going to be slightly different. The pack we have there, you can see they're slightly different shapes and sizes. They will vary. So if it is a possibility that you could multi-buy, then I would try. They are absolutely. Would you use all of those individual?
Yeah, they'd all be individual. Yeah. Some of the pendants that I've done with them before is I've used 2, but yeah, 1, 2 in a piece.
They're amazing, aren't they? A massive, massive congratulations if you've managed to get those. Those are beautiful, gorgeous. There is. I've spied it already. Rose gold chain. Have a look at this. See.
That's pretty.
Now the pearl with the golden hues in as well.
Yeah.
Would look gorgeous. I've had some 9-carat yellow gold. I don't know if I've ever had any 9-carat rose golds. I mean, I may have, but again, our gold, all of our gold here at Jewellery Maker is very few and far between. We don't have a lot of it at all. 9-carat rose gold, you're talking 37.5% pure gold. Oh my gosh, amazing. You know, to have, I mean, this is very high end. This is as luxurious as it gets. And do you know what? I think one of those pearls, one of those South Sea pearls on there would just look exquisite. I mean, look at that. And actually, Fleur, you know, when you're talking gold with one of these pearls, price will shoot up, wouldn't it? Absolutely shoot up. 18-inch chain. 9-carat rose gold, 18 inches in length. It's your curb chain as well. So with your curb chain, you've got flat links to the design, so it makes for lots and lots of luster. The light just bounces off those links. So even if you didn't have a pearl or anything on this chain whatsoever, it will still look beautiful. And I think that is such a great gift idea.
It really is a beautiful.
Who doesn't need a chain?
Yeah, Christmas. For your Christmas draw.
I tell you what, there's no reason why you can't start getting organised now. We're coming into the last quarter of the year. HAIL40 is your code. 0800 644 655. Finished piece with your bolt wing clasp on there as well. Do you know what? I genuinely then, Becky, thought you said £79.95 in my ear. I didn't bat an eyelid. I thought, yeah, it's solid rose gold. Looked up. And £29.95. I've just got £50 back in my pocket. £29.95. That's like a plated price tag. This is solid gold that you've got here. HAIL40 is your code. Gift idea. If you've got any birthdays coming up, you're a little unsure of what to buy somebody.
With one of those beautiful aquamarines.
Oh.
Because that beautiful, delicate piece that would be.
Yeah. That would look amazing, wouldn't it? Just pop it onto one of your featherweight head pins. Gorgeous. Right, 40cm strand of near round pearls. I'm guessing it's these because I'm looking really closely, like thinking, are they not near round? Like, are they not round? So I'm guessing it's these ones. Have a look. Near rounds. We're erring on the side of caution. We always do, don't we? 9 by 8mm in size. There's not much in it at all. 40 centimetre strands you've got here in your white freshwater cultured pearls. Now, freshwater cultured pearls are grown in controlled environments, very calm, very warm waters. The pearl is allowed to be nurtured and time to grow to hopefully a significant size with beautiful lustre, beautiful body colour, and a fantastic orient to the gemstone. This for me is like textbook. Let's knot it, let's add a clasp, pearl necklace.
Yeah.
Just perfect size you've got here, in my opinion. And that is the kind of pearl necklace that I think I would wear every single day as well. You know, it's that kind of size,
It is,
you know.
yeah, it's a
I think when we
beautiful
kind
size.
of reach 10 mil rounds and above, I'm kind of like, okay, well, I'll save it for a special occasion. Not that you should save anything for a special occasion, but I think that's a really kind of versatile size. £14.95. Goodness me.
That's crackers, isn't it?
They're 9 by 8 millimetres in size. They're near rounds, and we're at £14.95. Well, why isn't everyone jewellery making? That's what I'm wondering. JPRO09 is your code for these. Fleur, you have worked like an absolute trooper today. You really have. Thank you so much. Thank you.
It's been lovely to show all the different chainmail weaves and have all these jump rings around.
Yeah, we've never seen so many jump rings.
Never seen so many jump rings. I don't really want to see that many for a couple of days, though.
Maybe do some seed beading for the next few days or
I
something.
know, I've got to do some kits tomorrow for Friday.
Oh my gosh, poor you. No rest for the wicked. So you're back on Friday.
Yep.
Is that a morning show, mid-show?
Yes, morning and one of the mids.
Oh yes, because it's yourself and Alison Tarry, I think,
Yes,
on
it is.
Friday.
Yes,
So
it is.
basically, we've got 2 guest designers on Friday that will be split between 3 shows. So on the mid-show, which will be myself, I'll have Fleur for an hour and I'll have Alison for an hour as well. So please do come back on Friday. I was just going to say when Fleur's had a rest, but no, she won't have had a rest. But do come back on Friday to join Fleur on the morning show and the mid show on Friday afternoon. We, however, have another hour with you here on the late show. Miss out. Did you say on and gone kits?
Wow.
Last of stock kits. Oh my gosh, there's loads of seed beads over there. Do not move a muscle. I'll be back with you in a couple of minutes' time. I'll see you in a sec.
Did you know no matter how many times you purchase with JewelleryMaker in the same day, you'll only be charged one fee of postage and packaging? Select our standard delivery for just $3.95, or if you'd like to receive your goods sooner, upgrade to our premium option for $5.95. JewelleryMaker. Create, wear, share.
JewelleryMakers, tune in this Saturday at 10 a.m. where I have a very, very exciting launch with in-house designer Sue, glass fusing, everything that you possibly need in one kit to start this brand new and exciting medium. Also, at 11 a.m. we have a gemstone launch. Opalina is a beautiful and exciting fusion of 2 of nature's rarest treasures. That's at 11 a.m. for your deal of the day. So tune in this Saturday from 8 o'clock.
At JewelleryMaker, we are always looking at ways to provide you with a fantastic shopping experience. With this in mind, we'd like to welcome you to our new pre-order option. Selected items throughout the day will be put on display and made available for pre-order. When the presenter informs you that the pre-order service is available on an item, this is your chance to pop it into your online basket or speak to one of our brilliant call centre team members and be one of the first to secure your purchase.
Good evening, welcome back to JewelleryMaker. We've got one more hour with you here on The Late Show, and I've got so much to bring in. Last of stock kits. I don't think I've ever done that before. Be a first this evening though. Treats. I've never done a full late show. That was our director Adam giggling there. We say that just because whenever I seem to do a late show, something goes wrong. Like Becky got poorly once and we never got through the whole show out of nowhere. And she had to go home, so we came off air. And then last Saturday, we had no graphics for 2.5 hours. So guest designer Mark Smith and myself just chatted for 2.5 hours. So tonight, we're like, well, what's going to happen tonight now? But I tell you what, we're 3 hours in, we're doing all right. But there's always still another hour. So have a look at this, your ombre emerald you've got here. This is my favourite gemstone in the whole world. 20 carats of your ombre emeralds you've got here. They're 2x1 to 4x2 millimetres in size, and that is a 20 centimetre strand. Do you know what? Look at the depth of colour in some of those. Aren't they just phenomenal? Those deep, rich forest greens, those bright, vivid green hues that you've got. Do you know what? You've got a real mixture here, haven't you, of hues? Kind of ranging from what we're used to seeing in your Brazilian emerald, your deep, rich forest greens. And then here, these colours right here, quite reminiscent of Colombian emerald, actually. The much kind of more spearmint hues that you're getting in there. Isn't that pretty? 20 carats of your ombre Zambian emerald here, 2x1 to 4x2 millimetres in size. Now, funnily enough, I was having a look on Cole Fabergé's website just this morning at emeralds in particular. Now, you may be familiar with Cole Fabergé. It was Cole Fabergé that recreated the poshest Easter egg in the world, encrusted with gemstones. Cole Fabergé get all of their Zambian emeralds from the Gemfields mines over in Zambia. And that just happens to be exactly the same mines where we get our Zambian emeralds from. Now, if you look at prices on Cole Fabergé's website for Zambian emeralds in particular, you can find prices in the region of £36,000. Obviously, not making a direct comparison, there's a huge difference. But, you know, just the thought that we get our emeralds from the same mines really, really excites me. CINV75 is your code, 0800 644 655. £16.95 for you this evening. Faceted rondelles, they're fabulous because you've got that flat side to the gemstone and a faceted edge. They work really, really well as spacers in between gemstones. With the amount of pearls that we've had in all of our JewelleryMaker years, not just the show today, imagine as spacers in between your pearls. They would look incredible, wouldn't they? Really, really high end. You're talking one of your big five here. It's one of the most precious gemstones on the planet, and you're about to get 20 carats into your stash for not even £1 a carat. That is ridiculous. ridiculously low. 0800 644 655. Lots of you with these in your baskets right now. Just check out. Collector in Somerset has just got 3 of these. That is the way to do it. The more you buy, the more you save, and you're taking advantage of that one postage and packaging of just £3.95. Do you know what? This strand is amazing. I am getting this strand. I'm getting this. Becky just said you got a metre of no, I wouldn't call these nuggets. No. They're massive. See, normally when we have metre-long lengths of pearls, they may be on the smaller side. These are absolutely huge. Look, what a strand to be coming in for. Imagine, I'm going to go with this one here. And I'm going to go with this one in particular because it's got the flat back, and look at the rings on the top of that pearl. That's the sign of a genuine pearl that you have there. So that one for me, straight into a ring on the finger, 925 sterling silver wire. If I was selling a pearl of this size, 10 to 11 millimeters in size, in sterling, let's be honest, that has got to be around the £40 mark, hasn't it? And that's being conservative, I think, with this size. Do you know what? I'm just going to count 20 and I'll try and work out what we've got on the strand. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. 40, 60, 80, 100 and some. So let's go with 100 to make the maths easy. So I've got 100 gemstones. I'm going to sell those rings at £40 each. Is that £4,000? Oh! Imagine the holidays to Disney you could have with this strand, Becky and Kerry. £4,000. I'm getting two. £33.95. Now, even if you wanted to be really, really generous, do you know what? Quids in. Is this natural? This is natural. This is what our guest designer Janet Dwyer would call a jus strand. Not just gravy, but jus. Look at the iridescence in this particular pearl here. That is absolutely beautiful. Money back. 0800 644 655 33.95. I don't know how we've done it. Really don't. Now, Kerry's just said, if you won the lottery and you could go anywhere in the world right now, where would you go? Where would you go, Adam? Caribbean. What about you? Well, I'm not even going to ask the girls in the gallery because they're rather large fans of Disney. I've never known anybody go to Disneyland. I've not even been once, like not even to Paris yet. Apparently there's a new one now in Japan that's just open. Oh, I thought it was new. Oh, was it just your countdown to your big day? Oh, I thought it was a countdown to like Japan opening or something. No. So when's your next visit? Genuinely, they're going again in October, but to Paris this time. They just work their way around the world. So you're going to go to Disney World in Japan if you win the lottery. I'm going to the Maldives. That's where I'm going with my lottery win. Goodbye. Oh, imagine. Is this like actual schedule, like your itinerary? Over the next year you're going to Florida and California and Paris. The year after, Shanghai, Hong Kong. And then the year after, you're probably going to go back to Japan. How much do you earn? Goodness me. Oh my gosh. Amazing. How fabulous. Have a look at these really fancy clasps you've got here. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you know what? It's all the talk about Disney. Oh. Have a look. Do you know why she's got no money left? Because she's paying for Disney. That's why. Have a look at what a gorgeous findings pack this is. Well, if you want to go to Disney 4 times a year, you know, silver plated cubic zirconia set you've got here. These are beautiful. Look at the toggle clasps. You've got gorgeous hearts you've got here. 925, no, they're not 925, I beg your pardon. They're silver plated. So you do get the look of 925 with your silver plate. You get just as much luster, but a lower price tag. So you've got these 3 hearts, which are really, really pretty. You've then got this multi-loop connector. This toggle clasp is gorgeous. Look at that for high end. Really, really high end. That is stunning. And then look at this one. For your cords, brilliant. So you've got a massive, massive selection. Oh, there's the other part of the clasp there. I'll put that in a sec. You've got all of these clasps and these hearts. Not many left at all. You will have to check out very, very quickly. £18.95. It is miss it, miss out pretty much this hour. UEXC31 is your code for these. 0800 644 655. I love the hearts as well. You can wire wrap those together or just pop them together using a jump ring. You know, that could be symbolic for you. It could be you and your siblings, you and your children, perhaps. Wire wrap gemstones around them as well. That would look gorgeous, wouldn't it? £18.95. I love that one, and that's my favourite. Well done. Right. Rose gold. Have a look at this one. So very similar. Multi-row clasps you've got in here. You've got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 multi-row clasp, a 2 multi-row clasp, and then you've got a very, see, for bridal, I'm thinking, but affordable bridal. You know, because generally speaking, we tend to go for very, very high end when it comes to bridal. This is, but because it's rose gold plated base metal, you can do it a little bit more affordably. And I think actually your infinity clasp, it's quite symbolic, isn't it? Especially for bridal as well. UCXC29, so you're going to get 3 clasps here. 15 by 11 in your 2-strand box clasp, 31 by 13 in your 5-strand box clasp, and 40 by 10 in your multi-loop infinity clasp there. £14.95 for you. UCXC29 is your code. 0800 644 655. Lots of you with these in baskets. Check out now. Remember, you've got a 30-day money-back guarantee. That's 30 days, not from today, but from the day that you get these delivered to your door to make your mind up. That's a long time to think about it. I am generally the person that's made my mind up before I've even got to the checkout. And that's a dead cert for me. I don't ever return things, really. 0800 644 655. Where would you go right now if you won the lottery? 60777. Start your message with the word JM Studio. I don't think I've come back from the Maldives yet, to be honest. I'm still there. You wouldn't come back from Japan. Would you live there, would you, Kerry? Would you live in Disney? Yeah, but I'm sure you could if you win the lottery. Could you not, like, I don't know. Could you not be the caretaker? Do they have caretakers? You wouldn't want to be, not even for Disney. So if I win the lottery, I wouldn't want to be a caretaker. No. So same designs here as your rose gold pack. Again, you've got your 5-strand connector, your 2-strand connector, and your infinity charm there as well. But these ones are gold plated base metal you've got here. Really pretty. If you want that diamond-like look, this is definitely the most affordable way of achieving it. You've got so much diamond-like luster, diamond-like clarity of like a VSI graded diamond. You'd pay a fortune for diamonds of this colour and clarity. 0800 644 655 HNXC40 is your code for these. If you can multi-buy, if you want a multi-buy, feel free to do so. Quantities are low in these auctions though, so you will have to be very, very quick. 0800 644 655. Maureen, Beverly, you've just got yours. Linda, you're there. Congratulations. Joan, you've just managed to check out on the web as well. I've got Collect in Essex. A massive, massive well done. £14.95. Amazing value you've got there. They'd look great with those pearls. 2-strand connector, those huge chunky monkey pearls. Gorgeous. Right, okay. Oh, look at these. Wow. I'm guessing it's all of these. Whoa. Woo. Have a look at this for a seed bead bundle. Do you know what? I'm just going to get some of these out onto the desk because the colours are beautiful. Look at these purples. I don't think I've ever seen this shape. What is this shape called in a seed bead? A check link. Wow, I've never ever seen this. A check link you've got here. I'd love to see this in some designs because I really have no idea. Mark launched them back last month, apparently, and we've still got some left. Look at these colours. Just beautiful. Your check link, chalk white, you've got here. Your iris luster beads, your purple opal there as well. And then these ones here as well. Size 11s and your size 8. So you've got your lined amethyst AB seed beads there, gorgeous. In your size 8s, and you've got your eggplant, your size 11s as well. There are thousands of seed beads and beautiful. If I can just hold these down so you can see all the colours together, look how fantastically they will work. HBXC84 is your code. £24.95. Look at those pinks. I'm just going to hold one of those. I'm loving the patterns in these seed beads. Really, really pretty. I can imagine because you've kind of got that S-bend, that curvature to these. They would fit together so beautifully. HPXC84, 2.5 by 9.5 millimeters in size, 100 pieces in total in each of those tubes. So you've got 400 of these beads here, which are your check link beads. So there's 400 of those. And then literally thousands in your size 8s and your size 11s as well. And fabulous, fabulous colours. Okay, so I'll move on to the other bundle for you. Tequila Sunrise. Right, so I'm just going to put those to one side a minute. Oh, getting all mixed up. Have a look at these ones. Ah. Christmas. Just saying. Just saying. See, red and gold. That's perfect. Tequila Sunrise. Ruby seed beads. Your size 8s. Yellow gold, size 11s you've got there. And then I've got, look at these colours. Wow. They're really quite bronzy, those ones. So you have amber. Your amber beads, 3 by 10 millimeters, 100 of those. Then you have your crystal red luster, which are going to be these ones here. Those are stunning as well. I love the kind of the different colours you've got going on in these. 2.5 by 9.5 millimeters in size. Sunset, oh, that could be sunset actually. Opaque pink. And then you've got the gold as well. So just put a few of those on there so you can see the opaque pink. And then I should just show you the gold ones there as well. Then again, you've got your size 11s and your size 8s. Your reds being the size 8s, your gold being the size 11s. £24.95. 0800 644 655 or on the web today at JewelleryMaker.com. What a phenomenal deal you've got there. Those beads are beautiful. I have to see some designs now. Never seen designs used with those check beads, so I really want to see some seed beading designs. Massive well done if you've managed to check those out. Incredible. Well done. I'm just trying to tidy up my mess. Oh, Cali wine beads. Oh, look at the depths of colour. Aren't these gorgeous? These are beautiful, aren't they? Really rich in their colour. Your Cali wine beads, 3 by 8 millimeters in size and you will get 100 pieces. Now, if you just have a closer look at these, I'll just hold them in a different way. Can you see you've got 3 drill holes on these? Imagine how these are going to work in your design. They're a lovely shape, I'm thinking, for floral as well, to create your foliage and your floral designs perhaps. WGBA59 is your code. 0800 644 655 at just £2.95. There are 100 pieces guaranteed in this tube of your seed beads. All you've got to do is dial the number on the bottom of your screen, 0800 644 655. Press your number 1 button. That will put you through to the call centre, and you can confirm straight away. Confirm you'll have these home in literally a couple of days' time, and then you can be seed beading to your heart's content. They're a gorgeous, gorgeous colour, and again, I think very festive. They're going to work well in your in with your gold beads as well. 0800 644 655. If you've got them in your basket, just make sure you're confirming. If you have a phone in your hand, stay exactly where you are. Well done. WGBA59 is your code for those. In fact, I'm just looking at the other, the gold. What was the shape of them called again? The ones we've just had, like the swirly S's. Oh my gosh, I've literally just done them and I can't remember. I don't know how Fleur's got through. Check link, that's the one. With the check link one. I don't know how Fleur's managed 15 hours or whatever she's done. I have no idea. 0800 644 655 WGBA59 is your code. Well done. Okie cokies. I can do this. Right, only dropped a few. Right. Ooh. Look at the colour of these. Oh, wow. That blue. It's like silky blue that you have with this gemstone. It's just incredible. Now that silky appearance is caused by the silk-like inclusions within your kyna, and it is almost like chatoyancy. It isn't, but you know, it is very, very similar to that of your tiger's eye, and it is that silkiness that you've got within the gemstone. They are so blue, aren't they? Now, in my opinion, Himalayan kyanite is the best. It's my favourite blue gemstone on the planet. We do get some kyanite from Brazil now, but in my opinion, the Himalayan is the cream of the crop. There's 2 locations that we get our Himalayan kyanite from. One is Nepal, the other is Tibet. This particular parcel, all the way from Nepal, anywhere, Nepal or Tibet, in the Himalayas, you know, it's renowned for giving us this real vibrancy of colour within your kyanite, and that's completely natural as well. You know, we've not given this any enhancements, it's not needed any help on its way. It's absolutely stunning. And you know, the fact that these are plain rondelles as well, I'm thinking in gents pieces of jewellery, if you were just to make a simple bracelet, all of those gemstones in a simple bracelet, that would look so high-end. However, that said now, there's one in the middle there that is really quite sizable that I just saw and thought, actually, do you know what, just that one, maybe on some cords, would look just as incredible as the whole strand, just that one by itself. It's that kind of gemstone, you know, where you just focusing on the gemstone. It's all about the gemstone, so you don't have to overcomplicate your designs with this. You can just keep it simple. 6 by 2 millimeters in size. I'm just thinking, you know, I'm looking at the, I mean, you look at the rondelles, we've just got one size on the graphics, but they're clearly different sizes. If you take those 2 there, you know, one is much larger than the other. So 6 by 2, there's probably, I don't have any calipers in the studio, unfortunately, but they're obviously graduated. They're varying sizes that you've got there. 6 by 2 will be in there somewhere. 0800 644 655, just £10, £10.95 for kyanite. That's like a clearance price that you've got there for kyanite. It's 68 carats in total as well, which is a massive, massive carat weight. With all the jump rings that we've had on the show so far, if you wanted to make this go just a little bit further, perhaps just placing jump rings in between each rondelle, or other spacers maybe if you wanted to as well, so that you could get a couple of bracelets maybe, or a suite. You know, you don't have to go all out. Maybe use a small section in a necklace design, another small section in a bracelet design, and then have some left over for earrings as well. You could even channel set these with 925 sterling silver. ZPNV36, well done if you've managed to get that one. Amethyst for you now. Oh, this is just like the jadeite strand that we had. Imagine how well those would work together. Look at these. They've got to be Zambian. No. Oh my gosh. That's like the first time I've ever said that and been wrong. It's probably not, to be perfectly honest. No, I've probably done it before, but isn't that deep in its colour for Brazilian amethyst? That really is incredible. Wow, I love gemstone shapes like this. I am not the person that does things symmetrically or very, I was going to say tidily. I'm a perfectionist, but I do prefer irregular shapes and organic designs and asymmetric designs when it comes to jewellery. So I love shapes like this, you know, and if you have a look at any of your big jewellery designers at the moment, if you follow any of them on Instagram or any other social networking sites, and have a look at what their styles are like, you know, the pieces that they're producing at the moment, they are very, very organic. You know, you look at Eddie Bourgault, Monica Veneda, Alex Monroe, Ashley Clark, they're all kind of taking a lot of rough cut gemstones as well, you know, not particularly highly polished, not regular shapes, and going for really kind of organic, I'm going to say wire work, but metal work, if you like, you know, whether that be in silver or gold. So these kind of strands are a great way of getting that designer look into your stash at a really affordable price. Now, even if you are the person that really is symmetrical and everything has to be just so, then that's fine. But if you're selling, always have these kind of pieces on your craft stall, because they're so on trend. And I think, you know, it is very important to remain on trend. As somebody that is selling jewellery, have those pieces that are on trend. Then have those classic pieces like your knotted pearl necklaces, for example. You know, you're able to do that really, really affordably. And if you want to do that with your plated metal, it's going to get even more affordable, isn't it? 9x7 to 16x10mm in size. That's a lot crazier than I thought. 250 carats of amethyst. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48, 50. Look at the size. Look at the size of this one here. It's absolutely huge. Look at this. See, would you have your money back? Of course you would. DEGP 96. 250 carats of your amethyst there. 9x7 to 16x10mm. That one there, £10. Oh, let's be generous. The whole strand is £3.95. £5. No, I can't go that low. Even in black, I couldn't go that low. It's amethyst. It's amethyst. 0800 644 655. Well done. Right. Ooh. Oh, look at these. Monochrome. Do you know what? They're very blue. Really, really blue. Have a look at these. I knew it was going to say that on the graphics. They're really blue. They're really blue. Right, I'll let you make your own mind up. What are we going with? I think they're blue. They're not black, are they? Look how blue they are. You've got kind of like a real kind of deep, rich, velvety blue hue with these. Either way, you're going to get both strands, and together that contrast of colour does look fantastic. YMXC58 is your code. So you've got your black, your blue, 6x5mm in size, and that is a 38cm strand that you have there. You've then got your white freshwater culture pearls that are 7x6mm in size, and that again is a 38 centimetre strand that you've got there. You could mix and match those up. So if you wanted to do something a little bit different and maybe step away from tradition, why not alternate them through a necklace and kind of go for your black, your white, your black, your white, monochrome, well that's blue, but alternate, still kind of have that monochrome look, I guess. YM-XC58, or take one of the blue ones out, pop it into the centre of the white necklace and vice versa, you know, just as a focal point in that necklace. £14.95. So 2 of the white pearls, 95 sterling silver findings. What price tag would you pop on them at home? Now, Fleur has always said she'll never go below £20, no matter what the gemstone. If she's using 95 sterling silver, she won't go below £20 for a pair of earrings. So for Fleur, that would be 2 gemstones, 95 sterling silver findings, cost next to nothing, and she'd have her money back and some, and look at how much she'd have left as well. YM-XC58, again, you know, it's not always about selling. For some of us, it's about being able to get these gems into our own personal collections, not stashes, our collections really affordably. Right, 9:30, time for a star buy. We had yesterday, as our one to own on the mid show, a brand new strand of turquoise drops. And so yesterday, because it was turquoise day, we had a big meeting yesterday before the show, which was primarily about that particular turquoise strand. But obviously we were talking about turquoise as general and how limited it is at the moment. You know, when we're speaking to our buying team who have gone to recent trade fairs, and prices have gone up so much for this gemstone. It is unbelievable. You know, we've got people on our team that have been here since day dot, that have been to all these trade fairs throughout the years, and just watched the prices go through the roof. Now, a lot of this is mainly down to mine closures. Particularly over in the US of A, where lots and lots of mines have closed. You know, a lot of them are not commercially mining, as you may be aware already. The Sleeping Beauty mine, of course, closed down in 2012. All of these closures have put prices up. It does, because that gemstone isn't as abundant anymore. You know, it's become very scarce, and it's more difficult to get hold of. So turquoise, you know, a lot of it comes from copper mines, and the mines were where copper was primarily sourced from. And then, luckily, you know, we stumbled across turquoise in the same mines as well. So the Sleeping Beauty turquoise mine, for example, you know, that is being mined for copper now, not turquoise. But again, because of the lack of this in the industry, prices have escalated so much. It is unbelievable. Now, I read an article a couple of months ago now that basically said, well, the headline actually said, turquoise will become as expensive as diamonds. Now, that's a big statement to make, I think. You know, that's for me personally. I'm thinking, well, I can't compare turquoise to diamonds. Diamonds are so abundant, you know. They're not rare. They're expensive because of supply and demand. But turquoise is rare. You know, this is a coloured gemstone. We're talking about something completely different to diamonds. However, as we know, you may know if you're a lover of turquoise and you follow the industry closely, that particular day that article was released, literally within hours, we would log on to websites and look at turquoise prices. We would go back onto that website a couple of hours later and the prices had gone up. We would go on again a little bit later on and they'd crept up a little bit more. And this is because as that news was spreading through the industry, people were pushing their prices up. And you know what? It doesn't matter. If Joe Bloggs is selling turquoise, okay, and he's got no idea where he should be selling it, he's just got it at X amount. If somebody has given him a call and said, oh, do you know what? I've just read an article. That says turquoise is going to become as expensive as diamonds. People think, well, diamonds? Oh my gosh, diamonds are really expensive. I'm just going to put my price up a little bit. And that's how it happens. You know, it isn't even... prices aren't even going up necessarily where you would expect them to go up, because these are, you know, people that are dealing with turquoise a lot. People are just putting prices up willy-nilly because of that rumour, you know, and rumours like that in the industry are what push prices up even more so than depleting mines or lack of mining or whatever. So all of this that has gone on over the last couple of years, prices have gone through the roof for this gemstone. The last couple of trade fairs we've been to, and this is hot off the press yesterday when we were having the conversation, it was particularly about Sleeping Beauty turquoise, but we were talking about turquoise in general. We do not know how much more we're going to have, if any, because prices have gone up so much. So if you can understand from our point of view, you know, we might go to a gem fair and let's just say we got this part, and this is completely, I have no idea what kind of prices they are, but let's just throw it out there. We've paid, I don't know, this year 50 pence a carat for a gemstone. But, you know, in a couple of years' time, when we go to that gem fair, we might be paying £5 a carat. And then obviously, if you're looking at a 48.5 carat strand, you've got to weigh that up. Like, you know, if we take that back and we put that strand on air, you know, is that something our customers are going to be able to justify? You know, should we buy a big parcel? We have to take all of these factors into consideration. So we just don't know where this gemstone... Quartz, I can tell you, will be fine. We'll have it for years here at JewelleryMaker. Agate, we'll have it for years here at JewelleryMaker. Pearls, we'll have them for years here at JewelleryMaker. The fact of the matter is, very much like tanzanite, turquoise, we just don't know. We don't know. So my advice to you, and you'll hear this from everyone, just like your tanzanite, wherever you see it, get it if you can, because there are people in the industry buying this gemstone just to stash away. I'm not going to sell it. I'm just going to buy it and I'm going to stash it away, because do you know what? In 5 years' time, I think we could get quite a bit more than that for this strand. 48.5 carats of turquoise rounds, 5mm as well. £39.95 for you this afternoon. 0800 644 655, or on the web at JewelleryMaker.com. And I have to say, actually, and I'm sure you'll agree, if you were watching yesterday with the Sleeping Beauty turquoise, this particular strand has a lot of those Sleeping Beauty hues in it, those really, really vivid, distinct blue hues. That is a magnificent price tag. Even if we manage to get this strand again further down the line, if we go back at the end of this year and we manage to get another parcel for you, we won't be able to bring that price tag on screen for you, because we won't be able to secure the same deal that we did with this particular parcel, because prices have gone up so much. CRNV17 is your code, 0800 644 655. We now have less than 10 available chances. It is fastest fingers first now. I don't want to rush you, don't want to rush you at all, but this is why your 30-day money-back guarantee is there. You know, you might think, oh my gosh, there's less than 10, oh my gosh, what do I do, what do I do, what do I do? Check it out, get it home, have a look at the strand for yourself, do a bit of research on the internet. You'll be able to find the article that I read, still there now. If you're not 110% satisfied, just send it back. It couldn't be any easier. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34 gemstones. I'm sure that there's not one of you at home that is thinking you would sell a pair of earrings, 2 of those gemstones, for any less than the price tag on your screen in sterling. You wouldn't, because it's turquoise with a precious metal. You could if you wanted to, but I would definitely get my certificate of authenticity to back it up with as well. 0800 644 655, CRNV17 was your code for that one. Well done. Right, pearls for you. Ooh, lovely, lovely shape you've got here. See if you are that person that doesn't quite, no, I'm not going to say like, that's the wrong word. If you prefer the more irregular shape, this is definitely for you. Look at the way they sit together on that strand. They're beautiful. Completely natural fresh water culture pearls you've got here. They're 7 by 6 to 9 by 7 millimeters in size. Look at the luster from them as well. Beautiful, beautiful luster, and a fantastic body colour you've got to these pearls. Now, a lot of you prefer the smoother pearls. As well, and again, that is something that is taken into consideration. For me, I prefer these markings. You know, that for me is the journey that this pearl has come on. Those are the markings that tell me that this is a genuine pearl that I have here. You know, you look at fakes and synthetics, pretty much always perfectly round, perfectly smooth with no markings on them whatsoever. This is how we know we've got the real deal here, and this is great that you can educate your customers as well. If you can get your hand on a strand of synthetics, then do have them on your craft stall so that you can get your customer to feel the difference between the strands. Now, with genuine pearls, there's a significant weight difference, and it's not until you really hold the two together that you can really get a feel for them. And you can let your customer hold one of each as well. Also, you can rub them together, which a lot of collectors do on their teeth. If you rub them together, you get a gritty sensation with genuine pearls. You don't get the same sensation with synthetic. So again, maybe that is another reason for you to be buying them, so you can get to know a genuine pearl yourself. So that's a test that you can do going forward. £7.95. Adam, do you ever have days where you just think, oh, what a bother?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know, £7.95? I mean, come on. There are, and I'll be completely honest with you, because we've got to research daily, there are even high street jewellers that are selling pearls at very competitive prices at the moment in finished necklace designs. £7.95. £7.95. They're not even treated. They're natural pearls that you're looking at here. NPPO90. Now, if you're brand new and you're tuning in for the first time thinking, oh, is that small print so small that I can't actually read it? Or is it just going past so fast at the bottom of the screen that I can't read it? There is no small print. There is no catch. That price tag on your screen right now is all you will be paying for genuine pearls. And the reason that we can bring them to you so affordably is how we buy here at JewelleryMaker. We do buy in bulk. Our buying team are amazing negotiators as well. We've secured the best price for you. And we cut out the middleman. Poor middleman. Right. Oh, do you know what? Oh. Well, I thought they were angels. Yeah, hamster charms. Look at these. I just looked at them and I was like, oh, the angels. And then I turned them around and I thought, oh, it's a hand. And that'll be why there was lots of oohs and ahs. Have a look at them. And you'll probably see exactly where I'm coming from. You see? IMGP40. 16 by 9 millimeters in size, and you will get 10 pieces in total. They have so much luster. So much luster, don't they? And they're lovely as well, because that filigree work, ooh, 9 in this pack. That filigree work means that if you've got your finer gauge, well, we had the 0.2 earlier on, actually, that would be perfect. It means that you can embellish these if you wanted to. So maybe take your seed beads, maybe take your microfaceted gemstones. Really, really pretty. It is a hand, not an angel, but you can see where I was coming from. £6.95 here this afternoon. IMGP40. Things like this are very, very popular. You know, we was talking about Shambhala bracelets and your Tibetan style bracelets. You know, this is really, really popular at the moment. So, you know, it's well worth having all of those pieces that are very much on trend, even if it is not something that you particularly follow or are interested in yourself, always have these kinds of things with your red Estlon, with your wooden beads that we had earlier on. They would be perfect. 0800 644 655. Well done. Right, deal of the day, there are still some available. Now this happens every day, 11 AM in the morning, 5 PM in the afternoon, and around 9:45 in the evening. Your deal of the day, this is a big, big bun. Look at this. Oh, did you get all of those pearls? Oh my, hang on, does that for me, okay, there's a picture, and I'm sure you can just go into Google and search images of Queen Victoria I wearing a pearl necklace with like a feature in the middle of it, and I can't quite remember what that looks like, but this is what it's reminding me of. This looks so regal. Pearl perfection. You've got two fabulous strands of pearls there. They are divine. Pearl buttons, 7 by 4 millimeters and 9 by 6 millimeters in size. I love the buttons, love them. You've then got the silk to knot them as well if you want to. So this is your white silk thread. It's your size 4, which is your 0.6 millimeter, and you've got 2 meters or 6.5 foot in there. You've got your pearl knotting DVD edition 2, which has an introduction on there. It's got your knot sizes on there. It's got adding elements, double stranded pieces, and your station necklace on there as well. So you get your DVD. You also get another DVD in there as well, which is how to make pearl jewellery. And if I just turn that round, you can see some of the images from that DVD and exactly what you're going to get on there. So you've got your tools and basic techniques, genuine pearl necklace or classic pearl bracelet, pearl designs with spacer beads, and beady bead pearl necklace and wrapped loop pearl designs on there as well. Loads on that DVD, and you've got this incredible clasp, which is 925 sterling silver. That looks like the most vintage regal. It's gorgeous. 925 sterling silver, cubic zirconia, heart flower clasp with the pearl there. The flower is approximately 26 by 21 millimeters in size. And that is a 39 millimeter piece in total. That for me looks like the most high-end, most regal deal of the day we've ever had. It's absolutely exquisite. I really wish now that I was wearing like my plain black top so that I could just pop that on. That is incredible. Budding beaders made this, knotted in between. Imagine how long this has taken. Knotted in between every single pearl, so you're going to get that fluidity. I have to say, do you know, a piece like this, you'd be talking a couple of £100 easily. With the work that's gone into this, the design, the 925 sterling silver, £44 and 95 pence. DQXC05 is your code for this one. 0800 644 655, or on the web today. Make sure you're checking out. I would really like that. Like, really like it. Oh, what do you think? Have a look at this. Oh, I'm going to twist these together so you can see the Labrador essence. They're stunning. Look at them. Boo-boo. Really pretty. 80 carats of your labradorite faceted rounds, 6 millimeters in size, and that is a 38 centimeter strand that you have there. Aren't they just beautiful? Now with labradorite, it's all about the angle in which the light hits the gemstone to enable you to see that labrador essence. Outside, incredible, and we do say a lot of the time natural daylight with gemstones. However, please take your labradorite outside at night time on a clear night in moonlight. It is exceptional. And you know, it was my mum, of all people, thanks Mum, that gave me that little bit of knowledge, and I didn't do it until very recently. It looks absolutely magnificent outside at night time. It's a beautiful gemstone. Has taken the award for Gemstone of the Year for 7 out of 8 years here at JewelleryMaker. It was pipped to the post 1 year by Tanzanite, but I think that this year it's going to be a strong contender again. I think Labradorite and Ethiopian Opal are going to have a little bit of a race to the finishing post. £6.95. £6.95. ORGP78 is your code for this one. Perfect stretchy. All you need is some stretchy elastic. You get 2 out of this strand, in fact, so that's like £3.50 for a genuine Labradorite stretchy. Gorgeous. Right, now we did have a wire bundle on earlier on. Yoicks. Have a look. Whoop. Have a look at this. Wire bundle. Always worth stocking up your stash with wire, because whatever medium you work across here at JewelleryMaker, you will need wire at some point, whether it's to make a clasp, a jump ring, whether it's to make a connector of some kind somewhere, you will need wire. Now in this particular pack, you have 6 metres of your 0.8mm gauge, and you've got 25 metres of 0.2. Now I've always said 0.25 is the thinnest gauge that we bring you. Obviously this is new. 0.2, slightly finer in its gauge, but great for that attention to detail. Great if you're doing intricate wire work, you know, if you're embellishing filigree silver pieces or anything like that. That will be perfect. Now you have your half round and your square wire. So you've got 2 3-metre lengths of your half round. So you've got 3 metres at 1mm gauge and 3 metres at 0.6mm gauge. Then you've got 3 metres of your square wire, which is your 0.5mm gauge. Now, either or, you know, your half round or your square wire, if you just have a look, this is the square wire. So it is exactly what it says it is. It's got 4 sides to the wire. Look how that sits together. Look how perfect that is. It gives you the most professional machine finish. You couldn't do that with your normal wire because it would overlap, but because it has flat sides to the wire, it just gives you an incredible finish, and it's kind of effortless. So I think if you're brand new to wire work and you're thinking, you know, of giving it a go maybe, or just trying something a little bit different, then do you know, this is definitely the bundle you need to come in for at just £7.95 for you this evening. BBXC14 is your code. 0800 644 655, under 10 for all of that wire. That is a fantastic deal. So a massive congratulations if you have managed to check that one out. Right, should we do one more star buy? Let's do it. These are so pretty. Really beautiful. This colour is just divine. Do you know, I'm not a girly girl, so I don't really do pinks. But if I could have my hair any colour and pull it off, this is the colour it would be. I couldn't pull it off, Kerry. I couldn't. I look ridiculous. Lavender freshwater culture pearls, 7 by 8mm in size. They are, that colour, oh, it's just, I think it's, is it my, I tell you what, if I had a strand of peacock pearls next to these, I think I'd have a tough decision. But as I've got these in my hand, I want to say it's my favourite shade of pearls. I mean, look at that glow from the pearls. Look at the lustre. You've got lilacs, you've got lavenders, you've got peaches, you've got the pinks there as well. They are gorgeous, aren't they? And I can't help but think mother of the bride and mother of the bridegroom when it comes to colours like this, because a lot of them do tend to go for the taupes, the lavenders, the lilacs, you know, the cornflower blues, all of those kind of pastel shades that would work so well with these pearls. And I was at a wedding very recently, actually, more a friend of the groom than the bride, if you like, and was talking to the bride later on in the evening, and she was saying, you know, how expensive it was to buy the mother of the bride, the new mum-in-law, the bridesmaids presents. I said, oh, what did you get them? Jewellery. Oh, if only you'd come to me sooner. Kerry's like, oh, you've got to buy your bridesmaid presents. I'm not getting married. You just run up into the sunset, Kerry, like I did, and don't invite anyone. That didn't go down too well. 7 to 8 millimetres in size, 38 centimetre strand. And the fact of the matter is, do you know what? If you are organising a wedding or you know anybody that is getting married, please let them know how affordable it can be and how much money that you could actually save them. Couple of bracelets for the bridesmaids here, £11.95. So that's what, £6 each bridesmaid? So affordable. 0800 644 655 OUGP76 is your code for this one. Simple knotted necklace. Simple knotted necklace for you. 925 sterling silver clasp. That will look, you see how down here they look really purple, don't they? And then up here you see more of those golden hues coming through as well. Lots of you coming in for these. A massive, massive congratulations. OUGP76. I'm just going to count them for you, actually. Let's have a little look. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48, 50, 52, 54, 56, 57. So if we go over 56, that's 23 pairs of earrings. You're never going to have that many bridesmaids, I don't think, with the mother of the bride, the mother of the bridegroom, and flower girls as well. Maybe you might be getting on for 10 with all of those important females on the big day. So, do you know what? Make them all a pair of earrings. Everyone's covered. Everyone's happy. They've got genuine gemstone earrings. And do you know what? Keep the rest for yourself. OUGP76, Wonder in West Yorkshire, Carol in Essex, Jill in West Yorkshire's got 4 massive. Well done, Jill in West Yorkshire. Carol in Suffolk, Helene in West Lothian. You are there as well. Congratulations. Now, just quickly before we go, if you missed the auction that we had earlier on, jadeite. Oh my gosh. Jadeite nuggets that were absolutely huge. And the best thing about that strand, not only the price, but the variation of tone of colour within that strand, you know, from your real kind of your pale kind of serene jadeite hues through some, you can see there, look at those dark hues, almost emerald, Brazilian emerald green hues. £9.95, a massive, massive well done if you managed to get it early on. If you haven't, you can still do it now. Now, do remember that you have the repeats throughout the evening as well. So after myself now, Carol Roach will come back from this morning. It won't be live, but you'll have them all through the evening as well. And then the mid-show will be repeated as well on the loop. So you can still buy, you can still dial into the call centre 24 hours a day. And you can still buy off the web as well. And I will be back with you on Friday afternoon with Alison and Fleur. So please come back and join me then, whatever you're doing for the rest of the evening. Have a great one, have a safe one, and I shall see you back here at 1 o'clock on Friday. Take care.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. Each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to Stuart